This might be a little bit loud. I apologize.
Because Nick told me to.
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Dangleclacks. Dangleclacks. Testing. Black box. Ah! All right. All right. Pow. There it is. Well, hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome and mother trucking hello. Today is Thursday, which means that it is vlog day, as it has been since 2013, as it shall be for as long as I can possibly handle doing this. Appreciate you guys coming out tonight. I see you there. Bird Dog is here. Big Cloud Muffin, Attitoony, the 60-watt guy, Natreed, Omeo, J-Blaze, Michael, SVK, Gunny, the microwave oven is here, Frankemizer's here, Hudson's here, Incriminal's here, Juan's here, Rob's here, na sick boy, and face meat. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. I believe I have a full-on action-packed vlog for you guys planned out tonight. Haven't done timestamps on the screen in like a decade. No, it hasn't been quite a decade, since like 2018, but my main man, Jeremy V, who I haven't spoken to in like a month, but I hope you're doing good, Jeremy V. I feel like I owe you money for some reason, and I think I do, so please hit me up, Jeremy V. But Jeremy V, he's gathering all the timestamps throughout the whole rest of this stream. They're going to be the first pinned comment right under this, right underneath this video for Dangle Clocks. It's fine. I talk all the time. Timestamps. Yeah. I got something going on in there. It's just that I haven't spoken all day. My wife hasn't been home. It's just been me and the dogs, and it's like you're home alone and you don't actually use your voice for like 2 to 3 hours at a time, and then so your first words out of your mouth are like, yeah, that's exactly what just happened to me. The timestamps will be the first pinned comment right underneath this video for the hashtag replay crew. It's generally hashtag UK replay crew or Europe replay crew. Oh, there's Jeremy V. Hey, Jeremy V in the chat. Jeremy V in the chat. Appreciate you, pimp. Jangles is here. Michael Brobst is here. You go by a different name on Twitch. That's how I can tell from your picture on your YouTube that that's the same person from Twitch with a different name. Anyway, appreciate you guys being here. Let's do a real quick rundown. My wife actually just got home. Congratulations. Wish I could go say hi. That's okay. Hello, everybody. Here's what we're doing tonight. We're going to have a beer. I've got a beer. It's a beer from Face Meat, I believe. I'm going to do a little bit of what I've been vaping. I kind of have Assignment America, but it's really more of like comments of the week this week. I'm going to let you guys decide. We're either going to do a retro vaping or set up something completely brand new that I really want to set up. I do want to sing happy birthday. We are going to have some news. We are going to have some mail. We are going to have some very random liquid tastings. Boosh 9000. Let's just jump straight up into this vlog. I don't think I saw any super chats come in, so I don't think I'm in any danger of missing any super chats at the moment. That's fine. There's never any obligation. I do want to call attention to the poll in the chat right now. If you haven't voted, please vote. It's kind of pretty evenly matched. I don't really know what I was expecting. Casey came up with this. Would you rather have a bell ding every time you get horny, or would you prefer to fart actual blue smoke? Smoke that smells like smoke and is blue and it comes out of your butt. I don't know. The bell, you could play that off. You'd be like, oh, that was weird. I heard that too. Did you hear that? Oh, it was weird. Not sure what that was. Blue smoke coming out of your asshole. That's it. That's all eyes on you. That's you're the loser in that situation. Maybe not, but you should vote on that. You guys should vote on that. I would like to see you vote on that. Well, I guess I'd like my first act of this vlog tonight. Let's open a beer. It's a little bit of a high ABV beer, but we're just going to get into it. Here it goes. It's deer time. Mike T. Face Meat beer sounds like the worst beer profile of all time. I believe this came from Face Meat. If I'm wrong, Face Meat, then you need to tell me. But I think this came from you. This is a Lagunitas, the Waldo's Special Ale Triple IPA. I'm not sure if you can see that ABV on there, but that's 11.7%. Because why not? Because we just should. Because we just should have an 11% beer tonight on the vlog. I have a can opener. Came from Nevox. Came in their little package, so why not use the Nevox? Here we go. Let's get that open. Look, traditionally, I really like Lagunitas beer. Let's get some. If anybody has any birthdays coming up today, tomorrow, the next day for you or any member of your family, try to get my attention. Try to let me see it because we're going to be singing happy birthdays in this here stream. I'm pouring this beer, which I know nothing about. How did I not Google this a little bit? I at least like to see, the beer advocate rating. Lagunitas, the Waldo's. Let's see. The Waldo's Special Ale. Yes. Okay. Well, before I read any reviews of it, we're going to taste it, but it seems to be a fairly highly rated beer. So I'm going to be pouring this tonight into a, Bull and Bush 71 brewery. What's yours? This came from, what's that guy's name? Came from some guy in Colorado. Can't quite remember his name. Here we go. Oh, it's pouring a little bit darker than I thought it would be. I don't know, a triple IPA. I guess that's about right. Keeping in mind, I know very little about brewing actual beer. I'll have to defer to our resident beer expert, the Poon Sauce McNastiness. Boosh. Look at that. Even a tiny, tiny little head to drink through like a man. Jay Cook, what's up? Bud Cool Ford's here. Appreciate you guys. Love seeing familiar faces here. Rifleman with the grits. Always Rifleman with the grits. Aaron, your birthday is in July 17th. All right. Well, that's a little far off to be singing it tonight. But I got Fishy down and I got Dean T's daughter down for a birthday tonight. Here we go. Cheers. Look at that. Isn't that delightful? Don't you just want to drink that into your face hole? I want to drink this into my face hole right now. So here, let me try to toast the camera. And boom, there it is. Cheers, guys. Rockin'. Holy cow, that's rockin'. Holy cow, that's rockin' good. It's a really hyper creamy, smooth IPA, like a typical IPA. Once upon a time, as far as I understand, IPAs used to need to travel across India in order to be an actual IPA. Needed to travel across or through India, as far as like a trade route type of thing. That's where these beers originated. Now you can just call anything an IPA that's like crazy super hoppy. Don't forget, Fishy. Oh, Fishy. Don't forget Sunday would have been Matt Sinister's birthday. It would be weird not seeing it for him. Yeah. God damn it. All right. Matt Sinister. God damn it. All right, Matt Sinister. I'm going to sing you happy birthday, whether you want me to or not, buddy. I'm going to. Thank you for that heads up, Fishy. Morning to you, soft carrots. This beer is delicious. It's a big, creamy, sweet IPA. I don't get a lot of like jowliness on the back end, although I've only had one sip, so let's see how that goes. Yeah, it's like super pine. It's like super pine hops. It's just sweet all the way through. I guess I get a little bit of jowly here on the really lingering finish, but it's mostly sweet. I just get like crazy upfront sweetness. I don't know. Is it busting? I don't know if it's busting. It's kind of busting. I would say that this is a busting beer. It's just delicious. It feels It feels like a decadent beer. It feels like a big beer. Like I would be only able to drink literally one of these, and then I'd have to switch. Hey, Mary Nixon, love you. I would have to switch to something, like a cider or like a, something much less intense than this 11% triple IPA. And I mean, even that terminology, I don't know what a triple IPA is. I know what an IPA is. Have I ever seen a double IPA? I guess I have seen double IPAs. Have you ever seen a double IPA? I don't know what a triple IPA even means, other than it could possibly be completely delicious. What on my desk could I pair with this? How about like literally nothing? How about this? This could pair. This could be pairing. This is pistachio. How about this? Let's get out the uncommon tobacco real quick. Yeah, see, I think that's just unfair, because I think I think that tobacco liquids just pair with any beer. Pairs with any beer. Yeah, I mean, freaking, that's delicious. Let's try out the pistachio. Otherwise, it's nice having a beer liquid again. That uncommon tobacco is like pairs with literally every beer. Let's try the pistachio. Yeah. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty okay, if I do say so myself. All right. Well, listen, we got half of an 11% beer in us already, and we're not even out of the hour. We're only like 15 minutes into this vlog. That's kind of bananas. I don't think I saw any super chats pop in. Did I turn super chats off? I'm not like being skeptical, like, why aren't you guys giving me any super chats? I'm just curious as to why they're let's save that. Okay. Save this. I don't think that's even something I can even turn off. I'm just trying to make sure that there's no dangle clacks. That's all. I'm just trying to make sure there's no dangle clacks. Actual farting blue smoke is still winning 54% to 46%, and I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised by that. So here's the thing. Real quickly, let's get into a few things that myself, have been vaping. Let's get into it. Look at us, back out here on the couch, talking about what I've been vaping. Feels good, man. So here's what I've been vaping. On my spot on the couch next to my little table that holds all my vape stuff that makes it out of the office, here to the living room where we sit and watch, hours of like Ted Lasso or The Good Place or Servant on Apple TV Plus, which you should watch, but it's not good. Nivox, feeling A1. I mean, killing me. Killing me. It's unfair to other pod systems how good the Feelin' A1 is. I don't know if there is a pod I own that looks cooler than this Vaporesso Cross Nano. But is the flavor better than the Nivox Feelin' A1? It's going to have to wait for a pod ranking. Squonkers, I don't know who saw this coming. It's the Tony Blue. It's the Tony B. It's the Pulse 3. Nitrous RDA on top. Struggled to build this Nitrous RDA in a build stream the other day, but it's fine. Turned out amazing. My pro tip is to use 2.5 millimeter coils. Final answer. I should have a review for the Pulse 3 soon. I want to use it. I want to put it through some paces. I want to fill up the bottle a few times. I want to get to know it a little bit better. Right out of the gate, the hand feel is what I'm most impressed by. It's the Gunmetal Gray Empire. I have a one-of-a-kind clear door. There's a P22 on top. There's Pickle Rick on the inside. Don't even remember what liquid I have in here, if I'm being super honest. Nope, don't know. Well, that could be Twisted Timmy's. That could be the funnel cake. I mean, I'm sorry if nobody else out there thinks this mod is cool or pretty in any way. You can't convince me otherwise. This is one of my favorite things that I've ever owned. The Karasu number 11 from Moo Mods. Tripod 2 on top, restricted lung. Let's go. Uncommon is in here, the purple one. I don't know the number designations. I haven't memorized them yet, but it's the raspberry lemon chocolate eclair. Yeah. Second to lastly, surprisingly, is this. It's the Hoko E with the steam shell on the inside. Again, last Tuesday on the build stream on Twitch, which is now called the Tuesday Vape Fiddle, by the way. On Twitch, I struggled with this Boro for like an hour and a half. And it wasn't even necessarily the Boro, although it was the Boro at first. I had too big of a coil in there. Or not too big of a coil. My coil was too high. Anyway, it's all in the Tuesday Fiddle stream. Finally got it working. The custom tank that came from Germany that was designed by the same company, Mod Corporation, to look like this same Hoko E pattern was a mess. It was a nightmare. The O-rings came out, the gaskets came out. I eventually just had to give up, and that's why we ended up with a, quote-unquote, beautiful peak tank, Boro tank, inside of this otherwise beautiful Hoko E. It's a mouth-to-lung, and the mouth-to-lung on the steam shell honestly rocks. And lastly, the new crown. The new crown, I think it's the Crown B from UL. Slapping. Slaps. It's just slaps. Slaps hard. Auto switch, restricted direct lung, flavor for days, smooth airflow. I put 6 milligram baked pistachio in here, and good Lord, I'm having a hard time putting this one down. And that's it. That's what made it out here. These are the things that I want to vape while I'm binge watching TV out in the living room couch area. I'm sure I have some Desk Warriors still on the desk, but I'm going to let Other Guy tell you about those. Yeah, well, thanks, Other Guy. As far as Desk Warriors go, as you already saw, it's the Vape V200 with the Type 2. This setup doesn't make much sense. If this was a black Type 2 with a white drip tip, that would be kind of sick, but the stainless and the Ultem, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I just like this RTA, and I just like this drip tip. The Uncommon Tobacco is in here. And it's good. It's delightful. One thing that moved from the living room to the desk to be a Desk Warrior for mouth to lung is the stubby. It's just a stock matte black stubby with a red-orange sort of Oleg drip tip on there. Mouth to lung for days. You know, this is one of those, I can always rely on this tank being basically full. I can always rely on the battery being basically full. Literally every time I grab this, it's a great vape. Michael in the UK, appreciate you, bro. Feeling much better these days. Desk Warrior. Another Desk Warrior is the Orion 2. I realized I hadn't been using it, and I gushed about it for like 5 full minutes on YouTube. I filled it up. It's been vaping okay. It honestly feels like this coil head is slowly dying. It's getting to like its last legs. The flavor's still really good, and I've been getting weird leaking that I can't explain. It's probably due to the age of this coil head, if I'm being really honest, but I found like e-liquid under the magnets. Where's my suction cup? Where's my damn suction cup? I don't have a damn suction cup anymore. All right, we'll do this the hard way. And we're going to scratch it in the process. And yeah. Oh, see, there's liquid under there right now. There's liquid underneath the magnetic panels. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know how it gets there, but it just loves getting there and loves being in there. I'm going to replace this coil head, and then I have a feeling that should solve everything because this is hyper old. The flavor's still surprisingly good, though. Yeah, real nice. Yeah, you know, it's the GrimmGreen Special Edition Empire with my possibly one-of-a-kind gunmetal P22. The Snickerdoodle ice cream, the blue one from Uncommon is in here. I've been vaping that flavor in here since I got back while I was in the UK and when I got back from UK. Love this liquid. Yeah. That's just delightful. This, I'm trying to think if there's anything on my desk that has been getting a longer term review than the new Aspire Atlantis GT, but I don't think there is. This has been going way over a month. This has been going for almost 2 months now. I just wanted to spend a lot of time with it. I really wanted to test out this coil head. The review is still not done. I'm hopefully going to finish it up soon, get a video out for it soon, but this coil head just kind of keeps going. It hasn't really dropped in quality or flavor or anything like that. It's honestly a little bit impressive. Pistachios on the inside, and the flavor is, dare I say, busting. Yeah, it's busting flavor. Lux XR Max. This is a solid desk warrior. This is a solid switch back and forth between mouth to lung and restricted lung, all kind of in the same vape sort of desk warrior. Big battery, big capacity. That's been completely delightful. And then I got to, look, this is going up. This is in review process right now, the Smoke Nord C. It's not anything super fun to write home about. Caliburn A3S. Still don't know if I'm going to give this a full review or not because, again, it's just the Caliburn A3 in S form with the no button. It might be a really quick review. I'm not really sure. It might get a review. It's been banging. It's been banging as a pod. It's been like my number 3 go-to pod. It goes like right now, Nevox Cross 3, Nevox Feeling A1, Vaporesso Cross 3, Caliburn A3S. And that's it. Surprisingly, that's it. That's all I've been vaping. I still have last week's retro vape, the Hermetic, on that weird mech mod, on that weird Vaping Monkey mech mod with the floss. That's kind of still kicking around. I grab it every once in a while, but that's the entirety of what I have been vaping these days. All tried and true, all torture tested by me personally. I don't put my seal of approval on anything unless it really passes a lot of tests, you guys. I want everybody to know, apart from just hobbyist stuff, which I do love and take seriously, I take pods really seriously, like really very seriously, because to me, the difference between someone who smokes cigarettes getting a good pod and them getting like a mediocre pod, the difference is they'll just go back to smoking cigarettes. If they get a pod that they're really into, maybe with a flavor that they're really into, they're more likely to stick with it. That's why I take pods so seriously. I'm thinking of people who smoke cigarettes. I'm thinking of myself back when I smoked cigarettes. Would I like this pod if I smoked cigarettes? I just take it really seriously. I like to really put them through their paces. Now, with that piece said, I don't think I had anything else for right now, so I saw some super chats come in. Let's go check on them. Oh, dang, a bunch came in. You guys, Kevin, very gracious of you. Appreciate you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 fist bumps right there. Boosh, 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 boosh. Boosh. Appreciate you, Kevin. We got one from Rocco Mack here. New Wave Dave's cat shot me a message to say Dave farts blue smoke every time a bell rings. That's funny. That's comedy. Dave farts blue smoke every time a bell rings. The poll question, is it just a coincidence? I think not. Also said, send Nick 10 or he'd give Dave the business. Yeah, and by the business, it means, excessive blue smoke. Just cloud chasing blue smoke all over the place. Rocco, that's hilarious. The great Seamus says, testing. Yes, it's working now. And I didn't mean to draw attention to the super chats or anything like that. There's never any obligation. It's just much easier for me to see the super chats and address them, if you really have a question or if you really want to get something to me. That's the only way to do it. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Maggots. The maggots are falling like rain. Maggots. God, what a great song. I can't not love that song. I'll do karaoke to Guar's Maggots literally any day of the week. Tribal Buddha, he has the super chat of the beast, and then it's just a lot of 6. See, every time, Tribal Buddha, every time I read 666, I have to sing it like Bruce Dickinson in my head. It just sounds like Iron Maiden in my head all the time. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. The number of the beast. Damn. There's a lot of good songs out there. Appreciate you, Tribal Buddha. That's a lot of 6s. Mike T, that's very gracious of you, bro. Hey, cool kids. Nick, love you. Hey, Mike T, love you, bro. And fist bump emojis. Appreciate you, pimp. Appreciate you. Omar, that's very gracious of you. Have you ever tried Cubano Silver from VGod E-Juice? Omar, let me tell you that yes, I absolutely have. And it is, I don't want to say it, except I do really want to say it. It's busting. That juice rules. That is a unbelievable tobacco. Unbelievable tobacco. One of my favorites. It was the same liquid. Remember when VGod invented disposables? And you used to be able to get a pack of disposables? The Stig. Remember the Stig? Yeah, that was the first disposable. The Cubano Silver came in the Stigs, and I loved it. I loved them. I used to sneak Stigs into Disneyland in my wallet because they were so tiny. I could just stuff them in my giant wallet and throw my wallet in the tray and get a vape into Disneyland, which you're not supposed to do that. Cubano, so good. DD, damn it. Folding laundry and enjoying another mother trucking vlog day. What a better way to spend a Thursday evening. Well, minus the laundry, of course, but it's reserve undies if I don't. Love ya. Ooh, yeah. Hey, love you, bro. Do not get down to reserve undies. I've got down to reserve undies recently, and it's not a place anybody wants to be. The problem is Casey and I have this horrible pattern with laundry. We both hate it, and so we both procrastinate it. And even right now, we started laundry on Friday. Last Friday, the first load went in. It's all been washed, but all the clean laundry from last Friday is just sitting in a big laundry hamper in the closet, unfolded, just sitting there. And what we've both done is just dug through it to find things we need. Haven't even folded the laundry yet, and we're coming up to another weekend where we need to do more laundry. So we're reaching the point where we have all of our laundry is dirty. My drawers are just empty because everything's either in the hamper or in the dirty wash. We're bad at laundry. Fold that laundry, Dee. Fold it. Fold it like the wind. Bradley. Holy shit, Bradley live streams. How you doing? Yo, Nick, I emailed a bangin' 5-minute intro song and video a few weeks back. Just FYI, have a great Memorial Day weekend. I will. I can't believe I haven't seen that yet, Bradley. I will specifically go into my emails to look for your email. I feel like I would have seen that by now. Damn it, that bums me out. Looking forward to it, Bradley. You know, you produce nothing but bangers, so, you know, why would this be any different? It's a banger. Hey, Georgia boy, I love you, bro. Hope you're doing good, man. You don't need to spend that 99 cents. I appreciate you so much, Georgia boy. Fishy. I don't just need more seatbelt. All the seatbelt. More seatbelt makes you more safe, right? More seatbelt makes you more safe. Fishy, that's A, hilarious. 2, still one of the best, like, you know, what is that even called? Still one of the best, why the hell can't I think of this word? You know what the word is. Analogy. Blue smoke. Analogies that I have ever heard. When we were building with Kent, we were building aliens or frame staples or something. And I said, to be safe, I was going to pull off more wire. And Kent's like, no, you don't need to pull off more wire to be more safe. It's like more seatbelt doesn't make you more safe. The correct amount of seatbelt makes you safe. You just need the correct amount of wire. It's one of those things. It's one of those things that really very, very truly stuck with me. More seatbelt means more safety. More seatbelt means more safety. All right. Well, appreciate those super chats, you guys. I really, truly do. What I would like to do right now is analogy. See, that's like blaming owls for me being bad at analogies. I'm just kidding. I could not think of that word for the life of me. What is this, 11% beers? Was just getting to me that quickly? Good Lord. Analogy. What I'd like to do actually right now is, it's not Assignment America, although it might as well be. That's right. It's Assignment America time. No, it's not Assignment America time. I want to read some comments of the week. There have been a lot of interesting comments throughout some of my videos that I've uploaded recently, and I'd like to read a few of them and call a few of them out. Said the email was sent on April 26th, Bradley live streams. Okay. I'm sure I'll find it. I'm completely sure I'll find it. I have no reservations about finding that email. And if I don't, then just send it again. Usually that's the best course of action. Just send it again. Rose, how you doing? Hey, Nick, how was Hall of Vape? Big love to you. Hug from the Romanian Vapers. Hell yeah, hug to the Romanian Vapers. Hall of Vape was amazing. We talked about it all last week. Incredible. I will be going back to the next Hall of Vape, no matter what, no questions asked. I'm going to try to bring as many of my friends with me as I can. I'd like to get a booth. I'd like to have like the hashtag, what is it, Breeze Tones? Hashtag Hall of Vape Chill Zone. Amazing. That would be the greatest thing in the history of time. I had a few comments of the week here. Really good comments, some thought-provoking comments, especially this one from Ausha. This was on the cancer and vaping video that I did. They said, debunking ridiculously faulty studies is important because I totally listened to the people believing them and thought vaping was as or even more dangerous than smoking. I only bought a disposable vape pen to have as an emergency if I ran out of cigarettes at a bad time. Ended up accidentally quitting smoking in 2 days, going from about 2 packs a day for 20 years to 2.5 cigarettes, and then none ever since. Bought a disposable just to have as like a security blanket in case they didn't have any cigarettes, and then they accidentally quit smoking with a disposable. Accidentally quit smoking with a disposable. Accidentally quit smoking with a disposable. Do disposables have their place? Well, for Oshua, yes. To be honest, though, even if it ends up turning out that vaping grows tentacles in the lung and makes my legs fall off, I will still continue. I breathe easy now, sleep better, and am losing weight since I don't get winded when moving around more than a snail's pace. Yep. I don't believe the fear mongering anymore. But even if they're right about potential disastrous long-term effects, the long-term effects of smoking cigarettes is death by very scary and painful diseases. Yes. And I couldn't quit cigarettes before, no matter what I tried. So what in the world do I have to lose by vaping anyway? You have literally nothing to lose by vaping anyway, especially if you quit smoking with them. And that's one of the things where, it says, even if vaping grows tentacles and makes my lungs fall off, I breathe easy now. I sleep better, losing weight since I don't get winded moving around. This is something that I'm literally constantly telling people, especially the people that try to, convince you that you haven't really quit smoking. Well, you haven't really quit smoking. And I just think, okay, I definitely have absolutely quit smoking. Even if you don't think I quit smoking, my body knows that I quit smoking. My lungs know for sure that I quit smoking. My heart and brain know for sure that I quit smoking. Every organ in my body knows for sure that I quit smoking. So you can tell me that I haven't till you're blue in the face, but my health is the proof of that. These comments are great. I love this comment. I love getting comments like this. Here's another one. What's up, Check Atomizer? Hey, Nick, check your atomizer. Shit. I love these. I love these kind of comments right here. I'm surprised you're still making these. I get a lot of those. Whoa, you're still doing YouTube. I'm like, yeah. Hey, I like it. It kind of makes me feel awkward, and that's a weird place to be. I'm surprised you're still making these. I remember watching back in the ProVary days and carts. I switched over to the disposable bandwagon a while back. I know, fuck me for killing the environment and shit. Yeah, well, anyways, you popped into my head when I was watching some firearm holster reviews, and honestly, I thought it was you for a second. Well, Brimmed, listen, you're welcome back anytime. I appreciate you swinging by and leaving a comment. I can categorically say that it was not me. I have not reviewed a firearm holster. I haven't reviewed a firearm holster in a crow's age. That's not a word. I like comments like this too. This was on the Switzerland vape shop video. He says, to be honest, if my shop wasn't a full-blown smoke shop as well, we would never survive. Incoming rant from a vape shop owner. The majority of vapors are cheap and picky to a degree that is impossible for a business to survive off of. Ask me if I enjoy / advance my business by spending an hour with a customer picking out one $20 bottle of juice, only to have them get online and leave a review saying my selection of 100+ juices is subpar. After being in the business, I gotta say, I really dislike the pretentious attitude that oozes out of most vapors. Not to mention, always scaring away newbies to boot by butting into my combos with overwhelming vape info. Yeah. Look, that's a thing that happens. I'd argue with you if I could. Sorry, rant over. The overhead for juice testing like this alone is 10 times more than what most people realize it is. I'm assuming that running a vape shop is gotta be frustrating. It's gotta be a little bit rewarding though, right? I mean, that's a big deal. It might feel like a pain in the ass, and you're probably not making much money spending 1 hour picking out one bottle of liquid, one $20 bottle of liquid. But, like with pods, like I was talking about earlier, flavors, man, they're critical. What's up, David Nance? They are critical to the system. They are critical to the success of vaping. And someone, getting a good flavor versus getting a bad flavor, the difference is if they get a bad flavor, they're probably going to smoke cigarettes again, And when they get a good flavor, maybe they won't smoke cigarettes again. People are making big decisions, and you're helping them. So that's nothing to blow your nose at. I wish that pretentious vapors didn't go into your shop, but it sounds like that's just a thing that happens. In fact, I haven't been into a proper vape shop in the United States. How long? Years probably. Years and years. The last proper vape shop I was in was that Swiss vape shop that felt like when I walked in, I went, oh yeah, this is a vape shop. This isn't a vape shop that's now a head shop and sells cigarettes and tobacco. This is a vape shop. And it can thrive and survive there. And that same shop could not possibly thrive and survive in the United States with the regulatory environment we have. It's crazy. AJ made it. AJ. Appreciate you, AJ. So yeah, let's let a vape shop owner rant for a little bit. This one I like just because it makes me feel like a good person. I've been smoking for 10 years, and one day I just woke up feeling like death, coughing up a lung, and decided to watch YouTube, and I've always been interested in knowing more about vaping/vapes, so I have suggested videos on it. It happened to be a Mike Vapes video about vaping, and I actually didn't watch the video. Underneath the video was one of your videos, and the title was Going Down the Billet Box Rabbit Hole. I'll never forget, I was immediately intrigued, so I watched the video, I got ready for my day, and I tried finding one at a vape shop, which didn't happen. Yep, classic rookie move, going to a vape shop to look for a billet box that, you know, you have to sign up for a list and refresh a web page to get. But he says, I ended up getting a Geek Vape T200 mod along with a Voopoo Drag Nano 2, and it's been 6 months now. I haven't touched a cigarette since. That video on just a random day, I think it was a Friday, gave me the confidence and motivation I needed to quit smoking. And I just wanted to take the time and say thank you. I watch your videos like crazy. I've probably bought 4 to 5 more vapes since quitting. You know, I can't seem to stop, but I enjoy watching all of your videos. I learn more each day. And again, I just want to thank you. I honestly don't think I would have ever had the confidence to get into vaping if not for your videos. E-Man, everybody, if you ask me why I do this, it's for E-Man. It's completely for E-Man, 100%. I'd like to give people the confidence to get into vaping. I'd like to give people the confidence to walk away from cigarettes because it's so easy. It's just a little leap. It's just a little leap of faith, you know. E-Man, thank you. That's why I do anything that I do. This comment, yeah, good luck getting a billet box. You know, it's one of those, it is kind of like good luck getting a billet box, isn't it? They're so popular and so coveted that it's like, oh, you want a billet box? Ha, hilarious. I remember I wanted a white billet box. I set an alarm on my phone to go to the website and refresh it. Couldn't buy it. Was too slow on the uptake to get a white billet box. This is hilarious too. A long time ago, I reviewed the Trendsetter e-cig. I don't know if anybody remembers the Trendsetter way back in 2013. It was a pod basically. It was like the first pod. It was a battery with a little magnetic pod connection with a little coil head in it, and you cracked the top and you filled it up, and it was like the first pod. And I don't remember if anybody remembers this video, but I trashed it. I hated this thing. I blasted it for having a proprietary connection. I got so mad at this thing because I was stuck, you know, in 510 mindset. I thought, man, there's nothing compatible with this. There's no room to grow. Mega Man, Mega Man. 9 years later, and now everything is a pod with a proprietary connection. Yeah. I couldn't have predicted the future. I couldn't have predicted that these were takeoff and would be like the most popular thing, pods, in the history of time. So I said, I guess it really was the Trendsetter. Didn't even know it. It was the Trendsetter. Listen, I got a couple more here. Are they pretty easy to get now? Patchy and Tribal Buddha says billets are simple to get now. Well, they weren't simple the last time I tried to go get one. They sold out right away. I wanted a white one. There was like a white with black splatter on it. I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. It's probably better that I didn't buy it. But dude, I wanted that white billet box. Couldn't get it. It's okay. Let's hear from a rule breaker up here in Canada. I'm living proof that flavor bans are bad. I went back to smoking. I just recently found out through a loophole that allows me to order online from a different province. Just waiting for my order. Mr. Mugmug here has to become a criminal in order to not smoke cigarettes. I'm assuming that whatever province in Canada he's in, cigarettes are just, you know, it's whatever, available everywhere. Every gas station, convenience store, grocery store, at least that's how it is in America. He has to break the rules. He has to break the law in order to remain smoke-free. Clown world. Clown world. We live in a clown world. Here's the last one. I don't encourage anybody breaking the law. I don't. Absolutely not. Don't break the law. But you got to vape. You know, it's like, you know, I got to vape. I got to get vape gear. I got to get vape stuff. Is that Quebec? Is that Quebec? Could be. I don't encourage breaking the law. I'm not saying that anybody should break the law. I'm saying that there are dumb laws that keep people smoking cigarettes and sometimes force people who have been smoke-free for a really long time to go back to cigarettes. In that case, you know, you got to vape. You got to vape, right? Here's the last comment of the week that I thought was interesting, that sort of tickled my fancy. And I have a little bit of a controversial take on this, but this was from the cardiovascular video. George here says, I'm not sure if I'll get a response on this, but what are your thoughts on vaping recreationally for the buzz? I've never smoked and never will, but I hear about how good it is to get off of the smokes and onto vaping, but never people that just do it just to do it. I know there are some risks, not that I know any specifics, but I sort of equate them to the risks everything has. Like kind of how I know alcohol will damage my liver. Anyway, thanks for the science and videos, man. I think you're doing people who see your vids a huge service. Thank you, George. That's a tremendous compliment. That's the best compliment I've ever got. That's all I've ever wanted is to serve the people who are watching these videos. And I mean, that means the world to me. You have a really good take on this, though. You have a really good take. You equate the risks with the risks that everything has. You know, if you drink alcohol, it will damage your liver. People know that when you drink alcohol, it damages your liver. People know when you drink alcohol, alcohol causes 7 different types of cancer in your body just from consuming it. You know the risks. You drink anyway. I think it's insane to make someone smoke cigarettes before they can vape. How do you quantify that? How would you possibly justify that? You see someone vaping, you go, hey, how long did you smoke first? You know, I hope you're not getting into this just to enjoy it. I hope you're not getting into this just to enjoy it. You better have smoked for a long time and been unable to quit with every other quitting method before you're allowed to use, you know, the best, most enjoyable way to quit smoking that's ever existed. They don't do that with anything else. Yeah. Megs, I was never a regular smoker, more socially, and I switched to vaping. I do it for mental health and the enjoyment of it. Same. It's enjoyable. I find nicotine enjoyable for me, for my brain, for the way that it works, for my life. It doesn't feel like a burden. It doesn't feel cumbersome. I can enjoy as much nicotine as I enjoy, and then not enjoy it. You go hours. I remember working at Starbucks. I would go hours and hours without vaping, and you look at the clock. You go, holy shit! I've been working for like 5 hours. I guess I should go vape now. I guess I'll go get some enjoyment. So I guess where I land on it is, if you're an adult, do whatever you want. That's literally where I stand. It's my California libertarian bodily autonomy. If it's your body, put stuff in it, whatever you want. Know that there's risks, know that there's consequences, but on like the spectrum of harm of things you could be doing to your body, vaping is one of the most benign things you could possibly do to your body. One of the most benign things you could ever do. Listen, it's teens that should not vape. Yes, sure. I can stand by that. I can stand by that. I can't stand by that unless they smoked cigarettes. If a teenager is smoking cigarettes, but they're not old enough to vape yet, what do we do there? Do we go, I'm sorry, little Billy, you just have to keep smoking cigarettes until you're old enough to vape? How long does a teen have to smoke a cigarette? I would say that I would be okay with teens switching to vaping even if they're entertaining the idea of cigarettes. You don't want a teen's first nicotine experience to be with a cigarette, because then they're smoking. Then they're smoking. Do we want teens experimenting with the most lethal consumer product ever devised? Or do we want teens experimenting with one of the most benign ways possible to ingest nicotine? I don't have answers for this. I'm just saying, I don't have answers for this. For me personally, I don't have any kids. I'm not in charge of any youths. I'm not a mentor to anybody, so I don't really get a say. I just think that we shouldn't force people, anybody of any age, to use the most deadly consumer product ever devised for X amount of time before they're allowed to enjoy the most benign way to have nicotine, and that's assuming that there's, no media, no vape panic, no hysteria, none of this. At this stage of the game, it's already illegal for youths to vape, so they shouldn't be doing either. Once they become an adult, you get to be an adult. You get to ding your bell, you get to fart blue smoke, you get to drink, you get to smoke, you get to have nicotine and THC and all sorts of things. All sorts of things. Kids shouldn't pick up a 50 milligram disposable and chain vape them. Correct. They shouldn't. No one should. But they do. And is it bad for them? Is it bad? Here's the thing. I don't have answers. I'm just telling you what I've seen and what I can look at from CDC and FDA and National Youth Tobacco Survey and Weekly Morbidity and Mortality Report and all the data that CDC and FDA put together. There's no evidence that vaping leads to smoking. There's no evidence that youth vaping leads to more youth vaping. Youth vaping is down over 50% since 2019. Youth smoking has basically been eliminated. There's no evidence that kid who picks up a 50 milligram disposable and is chain vaping on it, there's no evidence that he's going to continue doing that. There's no evidence that that's going to lead to cigarettes. He might vape for months, for years, but I've been vaping for years. Again, I don't have any answers for you. I'm just telling you that if I saw a kid with cigarettes, I'd throw vapes at him. Directly at his dumb, stupid little head. I'd probably knock both of them out of his hand. Be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, no. There's no evidence that shows that nicotine harms developing brains. There's no evidence of that. Mice brains? Yeah, you can pump a mice full of way too much nicotine and have them, have it harm their brain. But there's no, what's it called? Human evidence of that. People have been using nicotine for hundreds of years. People have been using nicotine. Nicotine is one of the most studied drugs on the face of the earth. There's the MIND study that's going on where they're using high-dose nicotine to treat Alzheimer's patients. Is it a brain poison, or is it actually helping people with neurocognitive diseases? I think we need to shed some more light on nicotine. In fact, I'm going to leave myself a little note right here that just says nicotine video. Make a nicotine video. Let's gather some science. Let's have an honest discussion about what nicotine is, isn't, and does and doesn't do, because it doesn't harm the developing brain. Just doesn't do that. Doesn't lead to smoking. Just doesn't do that. Nicotine by itself is really difficult to get addicted to. Really very difficult to get addicted to. They can't get mice to get addicted to nicotine without MAOIs in there, which is why MAOIs are in cigarettes to help make the nicotine more addictive to you, to your brains. That's where additives in cigarettes come from, you see. Nicotine by itself, can't get mice addicted to it. Just can't. Just straight up can't. It's kind of crazy. A lot of my misperceptions about nicotine was have been completely blown out of the water over the last few years. Just following people like Colin Mendelsohn, people like Alex Wodak, subject matter experts in the field has turned my brain upside down. Had my son switch from smoking when he was 17. Couldn't be happier that he quit smoking. Hell yes. Hell yes. That 17-year-old is on a much better path now than they ever would have been with cigarettes. And that's the thing, is we see people smoking cigarettes now. You see this Jenna Ortega, she's the Wednesday Addams girl, and she's going to be in the new Beetlejuice movie. She was seen smoking cigarettes, like just looking fucking cool as hell, smoking cigarettes. She probably was like, oh, vaping? No. Vaping, I heard vaping's bad for you. Everything I read on the news, it says vaping's bad for me. It ain't. Okay, so that's it. Those are the favorite comments of the week. I always go through all the comments, and I try to reply to as many as possible. I take a lot of screenshots so I can save them, and they get saved up. Next week, we'll be back to Assignment America, so I'd like to see your bangers if you want to email them over to me, nick@grimmgreen.com. Just mark your subject, Assignment, Planet, Globe. Chances are I'll see the attachment. Let's go. I'm going to go check in on some super chats for sure. I saw a few pop in. Let's go. And here's the thing. I'm never trying to be a dick or, I don't know. I'm not trying to be condescending or anything like that. What I'm trying to, the point I'm trying to convey is holding on to like these notions that you've had for such a long time. Sometimes they're just wrong. Sometimes some things that I've thought my entire life just turn out to be like, well, shit, that's wrong. I was wrong. I was just wrong about that. I can't believe I was wrong for so long. It feels foolish to be wrong for 20 plus 30 years, but I like being correct. And it feels better to go, okay, well, at least now I'm correct. Who cares that I was wrong for 30 years? At least now I'm correct. So just, be open to the idea that literally everything you think is wrong, It's just a good way to go through life. Howard Cruz. That's very gracious of you, in with the fist bump, Howard Cruz. Haven't seen you in a minute, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Howard Cruz. And then we jump straight into New Wave Dave. New Wave Dave says, first of all, that's very gracious of you, New Wave Dave. I appreciate that. Some naked chick just busted through the front door, ran through the house screaming, and ran out the back. 5 seconds later, my cat busted in the front door after her, carrying a spear gun with a dildo in it. Look, that's horrifying. That is a horror story in one sentence. That is a one-sentence horror story. I don't trust your cat with a spear gun, with a dildo spear gun, literally in any capacity. How would he aim it? No wonder she was screaming. He's probably like, I can aim this. And she's like, no, you can't. You're a cat. I'd be running away and screaming too. New Wave Dave. Absolutely. Plus, I'm going to need photographic evidence of a dildo spear gun, please. I just picture it didn't happen type of thing. Barbara, hey, very gracious of you. Sending love to Richardson family from the band Brother. Oh, their dad passed away earlier this week. Tell people you love them while they're here. Hey, Vape fam, love you. Hey, Barbara, love you. That's absolutely right, man. Just tell people that you love them while they're here, while you have the chance to. Life is a crazy thing, Barbara. Life is a crazy thing. Frank Neal, appreciate you, bro. Yo-Yo Nick and all the cool kids. Give a hand to my 2 kids graduating Tuesday. Woo! So proud. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Frank. Well done. Graduating Tuesday. I love it. Now you just send them off into the world. Just hope you trained him well and send him off into the world, Frank. Congratulations, buddy. Southern Comfort, there he is. Soko checking in from the free state of Florida. You know, I don't want to be, your state's got a little bit of controversy around it these days, Southern Comfort. I don't pay much attention to that. I'm all about the people. And every time I see any nonsense out of Florida, I think, guys, I hope Soko's doing good. Southern Comfort, appreciate you checking in, pimp. Hope you're doing well. You still, ride your motorcycle for me. I don't ever want to become a human crayon, so I'm not going to buy a motorcycle, but I just like the idea that Soko's out there rocking his motorcycle just up and down the state of Florida. Crazy. Southern Comfort, appreciate you. Dimlit Night, very gracious of you. My contribution to the GrimmGreen Nicumentary. The Nicumentary. Yeah, I don't have a documentary about me. Rip Trippers does, though. I wasn't going to talk about that tonight. I might talk about that next week. Give people a chance to view it. Dustifuk. Boosh right there. Hey, Nick, it's my 10-year vape-aversary today. Been a subscriber since pretty much day one. Just wanted to thank you for all the guidance and good times over the years. Cheers, man. Here's to many more. Dusty, I mean, thank you. That's amazing. You've been around since day one. It's your 10-year vape-aversary. It's crazy when that creeps up on you, isn't it? When I first quit, you're counting days. You're like, it's been 4 days. It's been 1 week. It's been 2 weeks. It's been a month. It's been 2 months. It's been a year. And then it becomes like a yearly thing. And by the time you get to your 5th vape-aversary, you just go, oh, shit. Guess I've been smoke-free for 5 years now. Quit smoking accidentally with vaping. Now I'm 10 years smoke-free. I love it. Hashtag 10-year club. Hashtag 14-year club. I think just me and CJ are in the 14-year club. Daniel, that's very gracious of you. Just quit smoking a few weeks ago and switched to vaping. Found your videos shortly after the switch, and I've been loving them. Thank you for all the extra motivation. Only had 2 cigs since switching. That is a win, Daniel. That's a win. You're a non-smoker. Even with those 2 cigarettes, I would consider you a non-smoker because the metric is under 5% nationwide. Sweden's about to hit it. You're a non-smoker, whether you want to be or not. Congratulations, man. I'm glad I could help. I'm happy to give you the motivation to make the switch. It's the best thing you'll ever do. It's the best thing you'll ever do. Justin, that's very gracious of you. Quit smoking almost a year ago with disposables. Moved over to RDAs, and now I'm on to RBAs, and I have zero desire to pick up a cigarette again. Shout out to Chud and Dave, Michigan Vapers. Fuck yeah, Dave, Michigan Vapers. Quit smoking almost a year ago with disposables. Disposables again. We got people quitting with disposables, people accidentally quitting with disposables. Almost seems like, despite the environmental impact, seems like disposables could be a good thing for public health. Hashtag just throwing that out there. We got one more from Soko. He's just addressing New Wave Dave. New Wave Dave, that's why I have dogs. Yeah, same. My dogs have never kicked down the door chasing a screaming woman with a dildo-loaded spear gun. It's just something that my little 12-pound, 25-pound schnauzer has never done. Ever done. Sometimes Murphy bites me. That's about it. Sometimes Murphy bites me. That's about it. Listen, are there any birthdays in the chat? We got any birthdays in the chat tonight besides Fishy, Dean T's daughter, and Matt Sinister? Because I'd like to sing happy birthday before we get into the retro vape / new vape. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this poll now, you friggin' blue smoke farting lunatics. You'd rather fart blue smoke. Fartin' blue smoke. 55% of you would rather fart blue smoke. Actually, I don't know where I land on this. I guess fartin' blue smoke, that would be a little bit more normalized. Because everybody farts, and you fart around people and you smell farts and you're like, someone farted. It's like a very natural body thing. And I mean, everybody gets horny though, right, too? But it's not something that you ever talk about in public or apologize for, you know, like, who farted? Sorry, that was me. It's like, ooh, who's horny? Oh, sorry, that's me. Did you hear the bell? Yeah, that was me. Okay, so here, let me do another poll because you guys are going to be the deciders of this. Right now, we, question mark, I'm letting you guys decide. I have a retro vape ready to go. I have a retro vape or we set up something brand spanking new that is not even released yet. And that's called the Odin V2 with a super dope green and black legal mods RDA on top. This is like a little taste of the Tuesday vape fiddle. But we're either going to set up a retro vape or set up a brand new vape. Just talk amongst yourselves. Just talk amongst yourselves. Do you need voting music? Is there supposed to be voting music? Really loud voting music? Is that what you were after? Was really loud voting music? I'm going to let you guys vote right now. Vote right now. If there's any birthdays, get them in the chat. Crop dusting would be more fun than bells ringing all over the place, wouldn't it be? Fart blue smoke, you could probably join a circus sideshow and do just that. Yeah, 100%. Here's Kevin. We call him Blue Pants. You come out wearing like clear boxers. Just like, I've had a lot of beans today, and everyone cheers for some reason. You're like, here goes. Blue smoke. Ding! I hear a bell. As soon as people see the blue smoke, the people that are aroused by blue smoke, all just bells start going off. If you don't vote right now, then you're not gonna meow. Bow. Oh, we're going for a brand new vape setup. All right, well, hang on one sec. I'll be right back. I just want to go say hi to my wife. I haven't seen her all day. How's it going? How's it going? Hey, we're all right. We're doing a brand new setup. Woo! Let's do it. Stoked. And we're gonna put some Amatorium Raspberry Ripple in it. Do both of these need nicotine? Yeah, I think both of these need nicotine. All right, let's put nicotine in one of these. All right, I'm just gonna end the poll because the brand new vape setup is winning by a landslide. I don't have a bumper for a brand new setup, so we're just gonna roll the retro vape. Don't be thrown off. This is a brand new vape, not a retro vape. Ignore this bumper. Yes. Amatorium Raspberry Ripple. Let me get some nicotine in this, and then we're gonna be setting this up. I waited specifically. This was either gonna be in the Tuesday Vape Fiddle on Twitch or in the vlog tonight, and it ended up in the vlog tonight, and I'm stoked because I got this. Picked this up in the UK. In fact, Sam Bogan. The one and only Sam Bogan, he just did his introduction video for this today. I haven't even got to watch it yet. Big stretch. You got to say big stretch. Every time I do a big stretch, you know that's the rules. Soko, when your dog does a big stretch, do you go, oh, big stretch? Because I do. Big stretch. You got to do a big stretch. Every time I do a big stretch, you know that's the rules. We got an Odin V2. The last color I was able to grab was the black, the shiny black. It's pretty dope. It looks pretty dope. It's a dual 21700 monster, but I mean, that's cool. It's got the runes on there. It says Odin on there. There's some barcodes on here that I can't expose to the world. Dovpo. Instruction booklet. Odin V2. See if there's anything in here that we really need to know. Okay. Menu settings. Okay. We're just going to go straight wattage because I'm a simple vapor. Mode switch, power regulation, voltage regulation. There's temperature control, temperature adjustments, puff counters, color themes, 21700 dual. Let's go. It's, whoa, there's a barcode right there, Nick. Good job. It's pretty big. Let me grab my Odin V1. Big stretch. Hang on. Here it is. The first thing that's way different is the door. First of all, oh yeah, look at that, side by side. Hair taller, same 3 buttons, similar fire button, slender screen, still has some, some cutouts on the side of it. It's a little bit different. And the first thing you're going to notice is the battery cover, because on the Odin V1, the battery cover was one of these jobbers. Door in the bottom. It's not a big deal. These work fine. These work fine. They're not necessarily my absolute favorite, but in some instances, these are great and they work fine. It's smaller. It's slenderer. Like, clearly you can see how much slenderer it is. The Odin V1 looks so squatty next to it. And if you look at him from the top, the Odin V1 over here looks substantially bigger. Substantially bigger. Even though it's the same batteries, boom, there's the new battery door. That's how they do it. C-frame style, baby. C-frame style. Let's get to 21700s. These are some Molly cells. Is this sled marked? Yep, positive. Negative. Boosh 9000. If you had black battery wraps, you could see them, like some sick green or red battery wraps to make your, if you had red battery wraps and like a red drip tip or something, you could get all sorts of matchy with it. Yeah, USB-C in the front. That's right. Upgraded from the USB Mini right there. 18650 adapters. It's a good looking device, honestly. And the one thing that, like, I can't stress this enough. Hand feel. Is Aaron Douglas here? Aaron, I know you're watching the replay. Hand feel. Hand feel goes a really long way with this. It feels like exponentially smaller. Smaller. I wonder if these are the right size batteries. Yep, they're 21700s. Oh no, this is a 2700. Never mind. These are mismatched batteries. Let's get real, actual 21700s in here. Pow. There it is. Pow. There it is. Ah, no more battery rattle. If you use a 2700 in here, you're going to get some battery rattle. I'm not with this, and it's not quite as neat with the Ohmtex in there, Maybe I could spin these so that the logo's facing out. Ohm run. Can't even tell. Just looks messy. Definitely rewrap your batteries if you're going to use this device because, you can see them. Now, we're going to get into this mother trucker that I've been dying to set up, been dying to vape. This particular combo. Look how sick this is going to be. Oh. The legal with a beauty ring fitting nicely. I mean, that's nicely on there. Nicely on top of the Odin V2. Damn, that's cool. Damn, that's cool. All right, let's do a quick build here. Are there coils in this? Huh. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. There's coils in this. I didn't build this. This is my old deck. Okay, this is my old deck. I'm gonna put a new build in this. I'm gonna quickly put a brand new build in this. And it's not because I don't like these coils, it's because look how crazy wonky they are. One's really high, one's really low. I don't super love that. Big stretch, you got a new big stretch. Every time a new big stretch, you know that's the rules. Big stretch. Okay, maybe I don't have a tool that fits this. Big stretch. Oh, there it is. I got so many damn cool coils in the UK that I feel like I need to test some of them out, you know, get them in here. The Legal is easily one of my favorite RDAs of recent memory. It's just damn hell-ass good RDA. These are only available from oh god, I lost a screw. Is that real life? Oh. How did that happen? Oh, there's still music playing. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, I'm just going to leave it on for the building. I lost a screw. All right. Well, thankfully, Vape Zoo should include a spare screw. That rhymed. Big stretch. You gotta say big stretch. Every time you do a big stretch, you know that's the move. Big stretch. All right. Got the screws back in. Yeah. Now let's get into. Now, 2 3mm coils should fit in here just fine. So I'm going to try to find some proper coils. Series staggered fused Claptons, Boro staggered fused Claptons, framed staples 3mm. It's going to be a bit low, isn't it? 3mm staggered fused Claptons. Those look pretty freaking nice. Let's put these in there. I do, believe it or not, also have, hang on. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Hi. Okay, it should work. Okay, never mind. I thought I could show you these up close, but my camera appears to not be functioning properly. You know what? Dangle clacks. These are fine. These are things that happen. Staggered fused Claptons. These are difficult. These are difficult to build. These look real precise, proper coils. Real precisio. Well, Can't stop singing the big stretch song. Can't stop singing the big stretch song. Big stretch. I gotta do big stretch. Okay. Let's see. You know that's the rules. All right. Well, I'm going to trim these leads. I rarely measure anything these days. We just do some eyeballing. And that's probably why the other coils were so completely ridiculous in there. Dicky Mo. Use the Dicky Mo rule. The Dicky Mo rule is don't let your leads go flying all over the place like I used to. That looks a little too low. That looks a little too low. That looks a little too low. Actually, it's fine. Y'all, let's go with it. I'm going to cut this one to the same length as that. Whoop! Sorry, Dicky Mo. Don't come over to my house. You're going to step on that. Go on your foot. Shit, that one too. I am not following my own rules. Why am I terrible at this? A big stretch. Too low. It looks a little too low. These look a little too low. Whoa, the screw came out again. Whoa, why am I losing all my screws? I lost another screw. Shit. I lost another screw. I tell ya. You know, my dad used to say I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached to my body. Oh, here it is. Ah, magnets for the win. Look at that. The screw ended up on my magnet. Pow. Oh, now that one's a little bit low. That's what happens. That's what happens when body starts slapping from doing the wild thing. You know? It's like Tone Loc used to say. Okay. Okay. Judge these coils. I feel like they're great. I'm just going to pull them apart just a little bit so they're not touching out and shorting out on each other, but they're up off the deck. I'm going to pull them closer to my airflow slots. Closer to my airflow slots. What's up, King Phil? What's up, King? The magnets are falling like rain. Magnets? Magnets! The magnets are falling like rain. Magnets. 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 That's fucking hilarious. Who said magnets are falling like rain? Raw editors? That's hilarious. The magnets are falling like rain. Maggots. Magnets. 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 The magnets are falling like rain. Dude, that's what we're going for. Yep, thanks, Fishy, for the heads up. That wattage was way too high. I did see your super chat. The screen is pretty slick. Here's the screen. Look how pretty slick this is. Hang on. You know, everything's a clusterfuck here. .1. So we're going to glow these at like 20, 30 watts. 30 watts. It's not a bad looking screen. Color. There we go. Red. Yes. And we'll go to power mode. Yes. That's sick. Sorry, that's sick. I think that's cool. I think that's cool as hell. Pulse, strum, pulse, strum. And I don't strum like hard with the point. I kind of like if my finger was the coil, I do this motion like with the top of the tweezers rather than really digging in there. I found that if you dig in there too much, you can really mess up like the Claptoning on the outside. Perfect. Magnets. 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 Magnets are falling like rain. Magnets. The magnets are falling like rain. Dun 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 dun. Like rain. The magnets are falling like rain. Just like rain. Go. Magnets. Magnets. Well, I'm sure you regret saying that because I'm literally going to be singing it all night. That's reality. It's the reality of what's happening right now. Magnets. Oh, yeah. Get some cotton bacon through there. And I gotta say cotton bacon like Adam. Adam Bracetown says cotton bacon. Cotton. Tweezers. 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 Beautiful, Clark. Psh, rate that install. That's a 10 out of 10. Don't you forget it. I feel like maybe the coils are a little close to the airflow, but I'm going to leave it like that. I've never put the coils that close to the airflow. I usually try to get them down towards like the center so they're a little, not like a little bit touching, but you know, pretty close to touching. My vape shears are getting dull. Can't slice like I used to. Let's see. We're going to thumb these in. Thumbing. 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 Thumbing the cotton in place. Thumbing. Thumbing. We're thumbing the cotton. cotton in place. Dun, 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 dun. That's fine. Dangle clacks, you know. Juicing up the coils, juicing up the coils. Ooh, did I shake this enough? I'm pretty sure I did. I must have shaken this enough. Dual 18650, dual 21700 devices. There's just something really tried and true about them. They just kind of never go out of style. I always like them. I used to run, Titans and Hexohms like crazy. Any dual parallel unregulated devices, I just love the hell out of them because you could build short, just basically hard shorts. You could build crazy low resistance and never worried about it. I never worried about it. Oh, there's some Vapors happening. Love the red screen. Although in real life, IRL, it looks a little orange. Looks a little orange. Let's get a fresh resistance reading on here. I need to beauty ring it. Oh, I can smell this raspberry ripple. It should have been one of the questions. It's like, would you rather be aroused by an e-liquid flavor or fart blue smoke, Ah, yeah. Yeah. Now we're cooking with grease. Dripping. Belaying your liquid. Easily done. This has two little airflows. You can go from meshy mesh. Hang on, let's get real up close here. You can go from meshy mesh airflow, which is the airflow I like, to a big slot. Whoops. If your airflow stays in place. To a big slot, which is crazy open cloud chasey airflow. Close it down, open it up. I'm going to twist this back to the mesh. This is basically, like the profile RTA, profile RDA airflow. Immediately got liquid in my mouth because I overdripped. Immediately. Didn't mean to say that so weird. Yeah. Dude, stoked. Listen, I'm glad you guys voted for this. I've been sitting on this since I got home from the UK, just wondering when am I gonna get to build that? And it got even worse when I got out my my legal RDA and went, holy crap, that's gonna be such a cool setup someday when I can build that. Sometimes you just gotta put it in a vlog, as they say. All right, there's my Amatorium. There's my Raspberry Ripple. Busting. Boosh. Look at that orange-red screen. Let's see what the other colors look like real quick. I just want to see. Yeah, Just went right straight for red. Purple. There's like two purples. Yellow. Green. Let's go with green. Right? Green to match. It's a good-looking green screen, too. Looks good. 60 watts. We ended up with a 0.17. Let's go to at least 70 watts. Boosh. Cheers. Vape Zoo. Indonesia. Legal RDA. Odin V2. I can't even tell you how great this feels in my hand. This shape, this blip teardrop shape, you just put it in your hand, you wrap your fingers around. There's no wrong way to grab it. It's just ergonomic beyond words. Yes. Holy cow. Holy cow. That's amazing. Is this the correct bottle? Is this the bottle I put nicotine in? Okay. I have 2 bottles of Amatorium on my desk for some reason, and I can't tell. It's got to be this one, right? This is the one I put nicotine in. It's a little throatier than I remember. The liquid's a little throatier than I remember. Legal RDA out of Indonesia. The Amatorium Glamour Raspberry Ripple's a little throatier than I remember. It might need some steeping time with the nicotine in there now. It's delicious. It's just a damn hell-ass good juice. Yeah, if you know Jundi from Vape Zoo, there's a chance you could get one of these. I know, yeah, Kevin. Yep, just like Kevin says in the chat, they're doing a DNA version of this. They launched it with a new Dovpo board, which it's good. It's fine. Like a few toots in, I don't know. Is there a huge difference between this and the DNA? I guess if you were doing maybe temperature control, there's some differences. But for the most part, I'm a simple vapor. I just like straight wattage. Just give it to me. Set it and forget it. Just go. Vape it. Oh, there's the Raspberry Ripple. There it is. It's a little throaty. It's a little bit throaty. It's throaty on an exhale. Let's try it with beer. Yeah, that's fine. That's just fine. What's up, Dane B? Hey, Demented Designs, totally cool. You can be as late as you want to be. There's no time clock here. You know, I'm not going to put you on a first level notification like they do at probably where you work. Because I'm assuming that everybody, like at every job ever, has like a, well, you're getting a first level notification. What does that even mean? First level notification? Yeah. Demented Designs, you consider yourself on a first level notification. All that really means is that you have to listen to Guar. That's the punishment, I guess. Listen to maggots. This Odin in the hand is crazy. Crazy ergonomic. Crazy ergonomic. Righty or lefty, it does turn me into a bit of a thumbie, though, because the button's right there. Legal RDA slaps. The airflow is crazy smooth. Here's the thing. I personally look, the DNA boards are great. The DNA boards are great. And, you know, they're designed in the US. And so, you know, there's a desire for the DNA boards. I found most boards perform, you know, kind of just as well as a DNA. I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm going to put a poll in the chat. I'd like to know. We're going to start another poll. I'm going to ask you guys. Board of choice. Whatever's fine. Only DNA. I want to know how many DNA waiters there are. Who's waiting for the DNA? Comfortable if you have big man hands? Here's the thing, Sally S. I don't know that I have like excessively big man hands. I feel like they're pretty normal size. Here's a 60 ml bottle of liquid. Is that overly big? Is that like a big man hand? Or is that like a normal? I guess my palm, now that I'm looking at it, looks a bit like just a giant dinner plate. But I feel like I have pretty normal size hands. Don't mind my, this is from my Apple Watch. This is from sleeping with my Apple Watch on. It's a bad scene, man. I don't feel like I have excessively big hands, and this is noticeably smaller than the original Odin. It's, in all actuality, it's probably only millimeters different. Millimeters. But in the hand, those millimeters feel substantially smaller, substantially better. No battery rattle? Shit. This could be a high-end mod. No battery rattle. I do like that screen. I like the battery level indicator. Volts, ohms, time, puff counter. We're already 24 puffs in. Is that in a building counts as a puff, right? Yeah, Check Atomizer says, I have huge man hands. I wear triple extra large and quadruple extra large gloves. I love big mods. Okay, see, so comparatively, I wear large size gloves. Just a large. T-shirts, large. Gloves, large. Shoes, 11 and a half. I feel like I'm a very average person. I'm about 6 feet tall. Just very average. I don't have overly big bear paws or anything like that. At work, when I worked at Starbucks and we used to have to wear gloves, large. I just go for the large every time. Large fit perfect. So I have large sized hands. Small hands, yeah, I mean, small hands, you might be better off with, you want this, Sally S? I'll sell it to you. $8,000. That's my markup. That's what I'd be willing to part this with. This is a small hand mod. I can just cover this thing, but it still feels comfortable. Still feels comfortable. Okay, so wrapping up this Odin 2, so far, so good. I'm firstly impressed with the hand feel of it. I like holding it. The button, hyper clicky. The board seems to be performing just fine. I don't know if there's a way to, you can lock the wattage with the 2 buttons. Pretty standard issue stuff. Hold the middle button to get to the menu. Set it in power mode. Keys are locked. Fire button, boosh. I was trying to, I'm hoping that Dovpo sends me a few more of these to do hashtag Boosh boxes for my patrons, but I was only able to grab one from the UK. That's fine. That's fine. And it was the last one. I said, can I take home an Odin 2? And they said, well, if we have any left at the end. They had a black one left at the end, and so I said, I'm taking it. Dude, believe it or not, Asmodus is still around. Asmodus had a booth in the UK. Asmodus had a booth in the UK. That's incredible. I didn't think that they were still a company. Still around. Ugh. It's okay to be anything. Literally anything. Just not dehydrated. That's where I draw the line. So it's not okay to be dehydrated. That's a good question, Ern. Let's see what it looks like in variable voltage mode. Yep. Hey, look at that. Look at this. Oh, okay. A green, and it's 420, and it looks like there's overhang, but there's not. It's an optical illusion. It looks like that's overhanging, but it's really not. It's got plenty of room. Plenty of room. That's voltage mode. It's locked. It drops your watts down to the second one, resistance. Why is it saying 4.2 volts, 106 watts? That's not what I had this set at. All right, let's unlock this. 3.5 volts seems about fine. 3.5 volts seems like that's where I want to be. Okay, I mean it. We're going to sing Happy Birthday now. We're going to sing Happy Birthday. We got the Odin, we got Amatorium. This is everything I wanted. This is just, this is one of those setups. I like setting things up. I'm a person that will set things up as opposed to cleaning them out and re-wicking them or anything. Oh, no, I'll just set something brand new up. The Odin with the legal, with the Amatorium, it all came together. Stellar vape. Lighter? Is it lighter weight? Hang on, let me take the batteries out, but I have no reason to believe it wouldn't be. Yeah, even with an atomizer, it's lighter. Even with an atomizer, it's lighter. They got rid of a lot of material. In the back door, there's these, these like holes cut into it. There's the vent holes here on the front. They got rid of a lot of material. This, by comparison, seems bulky. seems bulky. It's definitely, you can definitely tell the difference between the V1 and the V2. The V1 is, I guess, still a workhorse. It's just a workhorse mod. It took anything I threw at it. I used it for building. I used it for everything. It was truly great. 3.5 watts, 3.5 volts. Busting. God, that juice is good. Busting. All right. Well, hey, thanks you guys for letting me set up something new. We're going to sing happy birthday. Who has a birthday? I got a few birthdays. I got 3 birthdays. Lily the Bandit, I'm happy to see you here. I'm glad you're catching your first stream. I don't know if you're in the presence of greatness. There's some great people in the chat tonight. I don't know if we saw Twisted Messes. Yeah, the Twisted Messes just showed up. Believe it or not. The one and only Twisted Messes just showed up. Birthdays. It's birthday time. It's birthday time. Actually, it's hydration time real quick. I need to pound the rest of this water. You know people who do that? No, I'm sorry, Rose. That's a little bit far away. If your birthday's in December, it's not quite time. It's not quite time. That's right. Oh, it's Lon's birthday tomorrow. That's right. It's Lon's birthday tomorrow. Holy crap. It's Lon's birthday tomorrow. I just talked to Dad yesterday. It's Lon's birthday tomorrow. Nicole Stockdale's daughter, Sapphire B. All right, Sapphire B. It's going on the list. All right. Thobai, it's his birthday this week? Thobai, for real? All right, Thobai. All right, Thobai. I got burps. Your birthday's tomorrow, Nicole Brown? Happy freaking birthday. All right, let's go, you guys. Let's sing happy birthday. Then we got to get into some news. I hope everybody sings along with me. Wait, Mallory's mom's birthday? Are you giving me a scroll up, Dane B? You giving me a scroll up? Let me try to find Mallory Gates, GrimmGreen. Don't forget mom's birthday. She will be tickled pink. Okay, Mallory Gates' mom. Mallory Gates' mom. I've never gotten a scroll up in the vlog chat before. Scroll up, Nick. Scroll up. I typed you a message earlier, and I'm not typing it again. I'm just typing scroll up. Okay, let's go. Let's sing happy birthday, you guys. I hope everybody sings along with me. Happy birthday to you, Eddie Money to you. Happy birthday, dear Fishy and Dean T's daughter. And Lon, and Sapphire Beer, and Thobai, and Nicole Brown, and Mallory Gates' mom, and Eddie Money, and Matt Sinister. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip around the room. 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 You know what to do. You skip around the room. Happy birthday, you guys. Happy birthday, Fishy. Happy birthday, Dean T's daughter. Happy birthday, Matt Sinister. Happy birthday, Lon. Happy birthday, Sapphire B. Happy birthday, Thobi. Happy birthday, Nicole Brown. Happy birthday to Mallory Gates' mom. And happy birthday to Eddie freaking Money. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great one. I hope it's just a great day. You get to do whatever you want on your birthday. At least that's how we do it in this household. You get to do whatever you want. Anything you want, you do it. We call it, Casey and I call it baby wants, baby gets. Whatever you want, let's do it. Let's go do it. You want food? Let's go eat this food. Let's go eat whatever you want. Skip around the room. Give Matt Sinister 10 push-ups. I'll give Matt Sinister 5 push-ups because I have not done push-ups in a really long time. And you can tell when I stand up because I jiggle like a bowl full of jelly, like DC Talk. That's me. I jiggle around. So, Matt Sinister, I'm going to try to do my best, buddy. I'm going to try to give you at least 5. Hashtag powerbomb the world. Let me pull my pants up. All right. Here we go. I'm going to do 5. At least 5. At least 5. Shit. It's been a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. That's all I can do, Matt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can hear him calling me a pussy. Oh, Matt Sinister. Matt Sinister. I miss Matt Sinister a lot. Just a whole lot. I'll do more, Matt. I'll do more push-ups, Matt Sinister. I could feel you. I could feel him calling me a pussy just in my ear. And how's my form? How's that form? Pretty good? Pretty good? Straighten that back. Was I a little bendy there? That's okay. We did 5 push-ups for Matt Sinister. We'll continually do 5 push-ups every week until I can get more, I want to be able to do more push-ups than 5. Wait, Simon has to run 145 miles in one day? What? You in a day you're going to be running 145 miles? I don't know that I've ever run 1 mile. I don't think I've ever run 1 mile. Damn, bro. Damn. All right, you guys. Well, happy birthday to the birthday people. Happy birthday. Form was fine. Okay, it felt good. I just haven't done push-ups in a really long time. And a lot of it was because of, being in a cast. Couldn't do push-ups. Even, now I don't quite have full pinky motion. I guess I got most of my pinky motion back. That's a lot of pinky motion. That's more pinky motion than I thought I'd have. I can make a complete fist. I can go completely straight. Kind of completely straight. I don't have the full motion. And even when I've been doing planks, and even when I do planks, I can still feel it in my wrist. Doing push-ups, yeah. Breathing a little hard, that's fine. You know what? 5 push-ups a day keeps the doctor away. That's a thing. Okay, here's the thing. I'm sorry for getting so sidetracked. Is that a reference to the unbelievable 80s movie starring Val Kilmer called Real Genius? Because please tell me that you're making a reference to Real Genius. All right, guys, tuck in. Matt Sinister, we got 15 minutes of news and advocacy. Where did he go? Where's Matt? Here's the Sinister countdown. This is something I just wanted to share. Stop tweeting at Tahir Turk on Instagram. Stop engaging with him. Stop commenting on his posts. Just leave him to howl in the wind. That's the last time I'm going to say it, except for the next time that I'm going to say it. But I just thought this was a thing. Tahir Turk on Twitter, he's just I don't know. He's just a detractor. He's an Australian who fancies himself some sort of public health expert, and all he does is tweet garbage shit. Just garbage shit. The other day, he posted... where did it go? Where are any of my pictures? Are they all gone? Oh, okay. Sorry. Whoop, no, there, that's too much. Go away, Rip Trippers. Tahir Turk. So he posted this study that said flavored e-cig products didn't help with cessation any more than the unflavored e-cigs. So much for the need for flavors other than to attract kids. That was his takeaway. This is my favorite dunk because the author of the study commented on his tweet and said, author here, I'm the author of the study that you just posted. Having very low levels of certainty about a conclusion that flavors increase cessation success is not the same thing as finding flavors didn't help. The studies are too varied to conclude anything concrete. Tahir Turk read this study and just saw the words that he wanted to see and then said, well, that's it. That's the conclusion. I'm going to go on Twitter and I'm going to talk like a jackass and misrepresent data and try to keep as many people who smoke cigarettes continuing to smoke cigarettes as possible. Don't even follow this guy. Don't look at him. Don't tweet at him. Don't respond to anything. Just let him tweet and let his tweets sit there and do nothing. That's the best thing we could do. That's the absolutely the best thing we can do. Did you know that there are literally millions of us? There are literally tens of millions of us. I'm sorry, I'm going to get to the super chats right after this. There are literally millions of us. More than that even. According to new data from the Global State of Tobacco Harm Reduction, newly published GSTHR research shows significant rise in the global number of vapers as UK government cements support for vaping in smoking cessation. It says here, a week after the US government announced a stop to swap scheme, which will see 1 million smokers given free vaping starter kits to help them quit smoking, the latest research from the Global State of Tobacco Harm Reduction shows a significant rise in the number of global number of people who vape. Are you ready for this? Just guess the number. You can't even guess the number. New peer-reviewed data published this week in Drugs, Habit, and Social Policy, which is a medical journal, estimates, now this is only an estimation. It's likely that this number is much higher than this, but this is the most accurate number of how many vapers we have worldwide now. They estimate that there are now 82 million vapers worldwide. 82 million vapers worldwide. 82 million of us? 82 million of us worldwide. When I see that number, I just think, holy shit, that's 82 million people that are not smoking deadly, lethal, combustible tobacco cigarettes. 82 million people worldwide. It goes on to say that in the UK, smoking prevalence has fallen to its lowest levels on record. Yeah, a public health win, significantly aided by the government's acceptance of vaping as an effective cessation tool. Could you imagine? Could you imagine your country embracing vaping as a form of tobacco harm reduction, as a smoking cessation tool? It could say the United States has the lowest smoking rates that they've ever had. We don't. We don't. There's something like 13 to 14 million vapers in the United States. Something like that. And here's the thing. That 82 million number is a 20% increase from 2021. They found the total 2021 represents a 20% increase for the figure from 2020. Okay, so we're up from 68 million to 82 million. That means in the last 2 years, people Despite government's best efforts, despite the American Heart Association's best efforts, despite Mike Bloomberg's best efforts, despite American Lung Association's best efforts, despite CDC's best efforts, despite FDA's best efforts, that means that in spite of all of that, people who smoke cigarettes are still trying vaping, and they're sticking with vaping. And that's what Dimitri was talking about, all those years ago, is that things seem bleak, but we're actually winning because vaping works, because vaping will always work. Harm reduction will always be effective. 82 million vapers worldwide. Considering that vapes are banned in 36 countries, and in the rest of the 84 countries, there is a regulatory and legislative vacuum. Banned in 36 countries. 36 countries looked at the UK's low smoking rates, looked at New Zealand's low smoking rates, looked at Sweden's low smoking rates, and went, we should ban those products. Commenting on the research is one of the paper's two authors, Professor Gary Stimson, director of KAC and emeritus professor at the Imperial College of London. He said the updated GSTHR estimate suggests that there's now 82 million people worldwide who vape, proving that consumers find these products attractive. As evidenced in the UK, millions are making the switch from smoking. Safer nicotine products give the world's 1 billion smokers the chance to quit using alternatives that pose significantly fewer health risks. 82 million. 82 million of us. I love that. I mean, that truly and honestly makes me feel good. Like I'm part of something much bigger than myself, much bigger than this GrimmGreen YouTube, much bigger than anything I'm involved in. We are part of a club of 82 million people worldwide who all do not smoke cigarettes. That's unbelievable to me. Let's real quickly look and see what countries have banned the sale of nicotine. Let's see. Antigua, Barbuda, Argentina, Australia, Bhutan, Brazil, Cambodia, East Timor, Egypt, Ethiopia, Gambia, India, Iran, Japan, Kuwait, Laos, Lebanon, so many, Mexico, Nepal, Nicaragua, North Korea, of course, North Korea, Oman, Panama, Qatar, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Syria, Thailand, Turkey, Turkmenistan, Uganda, Venezuela. All these countries looked at the UK's low smoking rates, at New Zealand's low smoking rates, at South Korea's low smoking rates, at Sweden's non-existent smoking rates, and said, nope, we're going to ban those products. We're going to ban those products. Here's some good news. You want some good news here? Huh? Want some good news? You want some good news? Flavor ban dies in Vermont General Assembly. Reading now from Vapor Voice. A bill that would have banned the sale of flavored tobacco products and flavored e-liquid products has died after the Vermont General Assembly adjourned for the year. SB 18 would have banned the sale of vaping products such as e-liquids and other tobacco products that have a characterizing flavor other than tobacco. Tobacco is a characterizing flavor. A characterizing flavor any other than tobacco. Is it weird to anybody else that they want the greatest quit smoking aid ever devised by humans to only taste like the most lethal combustible consumer product that has ever existed? That seems so bananas to me. That's unbelievable. That's like making Advil taste like a headache. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you want vapers to vape and have it taste like cigarettes? See, I think that they think that quitting is punishment and that it should be difficult to quit. And it should be difficult to quit, so they make vaping less attractive, less flavors, more like tobacco. More like tobacco. Do you want people to stop dying or not? Like this is the only question I have to ask. Do we want people to stop dying or not? Because if the answer is yes, legalize and regulate flavored vaping and encourage everybody who smokes to switch and enforce 21 and over laws. That's like the most simple, straightforward way I think to do it. Right? Delia's Hair is reporting unsubstantiated that the vape ban didn't stick in Mexico. Their president tried via executive order, but their Supreme Court overturned the order. Oh, really? So you think you're better than the global state of tobacco harm reduction? Is that what you're telling me, Delia? I'm just joking. You're probably correct. Let me see what it says here. There's 2.2 million vapers in Mexico. Yep, this doesn't have an update. This just has basic... this hasn't been updated. This hasn't been updated since April. But if you're telling me it didn't stick, I'm there for it. I'm here for it. It shouldn't stick. There's too many countries with flavor bans that are sticking, and it's not good. Two more things I wanted to show you guys. This is a great piece from Jim McDonald over there at Vaping 360. This is a list. I'm going to put this link in the description. I'm going to put this link in the chat literally right now for everybody internationally. Consumer orgs. There is one in your country. Chances are there's one in your country. There's multiple in Africa. There's multiple in America, Argentina, Brazil, Canada, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Ecuador, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, the U.S., Venezuela. There's CAFRA in the Asia-Pacific region. There's the AVI in India. There's an Indonesian Vaping Association. There's New Zealand, Pakistan, the Philippines, Taiwan, Thailand. Shout out to all the vapers in Thailand where vaping is really illegal. There's the ECST in Thailand that you can become a part of, get involved, get active. You know, we're not going to accomplish anything just sitting at home on our computers getting mad. We got to do something. You know, you got to get out there. You got to relentlessly call politicians. You have to relentlessly call MPs. Speaking of relentlessly calling MPs, let's end. We'll say goodbye to Matt Sinister because this is about a 1-minute video. Happy birthday, Matt Sinister. I just want to leave you with this. Australia is out of control. Out of control. They are ramping up fear porn like I have never seen before. They're trying to really keep smokers smoking. Like that's the only way that I can see this. I've heard reports from Twitter that lots of Australian vapers are really pushing back. If you're an Australian vapor and you're pushing back right now, do not stop. Be relentless. Melt their phone lines. Let them know how not okay you are with this. Sorry, my light was facing the complete wrong direction. Let them know how not okay you are with this and tell them literally every single day, many even multiple times a day. I did get a fancy mod from Japan, but according to the GSTHR, I mean, as far as I know, in Japan, they really love heat not burn products. Heat not burn products have taken off in Japan. There's been a downward trend in current smoking prevalence in the general population. Yep. I mean, Japan is part of the World Health Organization's framework on tobacco control, FCTC. So chances are they're not going to be super into nicotine vaping. Yeah, Kuwait and Japan have similar smoking rates. Finland and Japan have similar smoking rates. Every year, 157,000 people die every year in Japan from smoking. This may not be completely updated. This may not be completely updated. I believe in Japan, they're all about heat not burn more than the nicotine vapes. There was a time in late 2016, early 2017, where people were giving me advice that I need to get into the Japanese market because Japanese vaping was going off, as they say. Like, everybody was getting into it. Turns out it was heat not burn more than anything else. They love heat not burn. South Korea loves heat not burn. And the only reason I know that South Korea loves heat not burn is because Casey, my wife, works with many South Korean people. Many South Korean people that she works with have moved here to LA. I've met them. I know them. I talk to them. Heat not burn, heat not burn, heat not burn. They get IQOS compatible HNB like little power packs that they can use the IQOS heat sticks with. They love it. They love heat not burn. IQOS, yeah, I was going to say IQOS is everywhere in Japan. In fact, when I was in Switzerland, I'm going to try to find a picture real quick. Sorry, Matt Sinister, we're running long. When I was in Switzerland the first time, before we got turned back around, I got off the train in Switzerland and there was a humongous vape ad. Gigantic vape ad. Hang on, let me try to find it. Yeah, this one. Big stretch, we gotta do a big stretch, but it's time to do the big stretch. You know that's the rules. Boom. That one. Got off the train in Luzerne. Huge. Gigantic. That's for some sort of heat not burn product called the Glow. Sorry, there's a QR code there. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, YouTube, there's an inadvertent QR code. You can't scan that, though. Pleasure redefined your way. 39 Swiss francs will get you a Glow Hyper X2. Huge billboards of heat not burn products. Huge heat not burn products. Also, in Switzerland, in Burger King, they call their chicken sandwich the long chicken, and I just think that's hilarious. Completely unrelated. I think that's hilarious. Okay, let me end this news and advocacy because we've been going on way too long. Are you ready to be the most filled with rage sweat that you have ever been in literally your whole life? In literally your whole life. Because you're about to be. I've watched this video exactly once and wanted to punch my brand new monitor straight through the center of it. It was infuriating. They show video of Colin Mendelsohn, Dr. Colin Mendelsohn, harm reduction Dr. Colin Mendelsohn, and basically are making the accusatory claim that he's part of big tobacco because he speaks favorably of vaping. Oh, you must work for big tobacco. You must be a big tobacco shill if you speak highly of vaping. You must be. Let's watch what Channel 7 in Australia is going to air this Sunday. Try not to punch your monitor very hard, okay? If you're on Twitter, Michael, I'm assuming you've already seen this. God, Phil, you have no idea. Here we go. Let's watch. Watch this. This is rage-inducing.
Kids vaping has doubled in a year.
I just collapsed.
A single fill with the nicotine of 400 cigarettes.
Vaping definitely killed my husband.
Addicting a new generation of Australians.
They cough up like black mucus.
It's infesting our schools.
Any of you ever vape in class?
Honestly, yes. All the time.
No restrictions on their sale.
Little kindy kids are vaping.
And the fatal flavours like bubblegum and chocolate.
Do you think you're addicted?
Yeah, 100%.
Yet, Big Tobacco wants Australia to turn a blind eye.
Nicotine is relatively benign.
How can you possibly say that?
Are you suggesting I'm hiding the evidence?
What they've failed to tell you about the poisons our kids are breathing in.
We don't need to wait for bodies to pile up.
The Australia-wide investigation no family can afford to miss. News Spotlight, Sunday, 7 o'clock.
Vaping definitely killed her husband. First death from vaping in Australia. I hate that clip with every fiber of my being. And the worst part is that Australians who are unaware of anything going on are going to watch that, and they're going to immediately hate vaping. Immediately going to hate vaping. People who smoke are going to watch that, light up a cigarette, and go, thank God I never switched to vaping. Thank God I never tried vaping. When in reality, vaping could save their actual life. Big Tobacco shows a picture of fucking Colin Mendelsohn. He's the most non-big tobacco person on the planet. And all he's saying is nicotine is relatively benign. And that's completely true. Completely true. Oh my God. Do you see how fear porny that is? Thank God there was no EVALI in Australia. Thank fucking God there was no EVALI in Australia. We had EVALI, and US won't shut the fuck up about it. Every news media outlet, no matter, even if it's a positive article about vaping, EVALI will still be brought up. Well, they say that vaping is a good thing for smokers to switch to, but in 2019, there was a rash of lung injuries that hospitalized a bunch of kids. And so you should just smoke cigarettes. Calm blue ocean. Calm blue ocean. Calm blue ocean. Serenity now. Fuck Channel 7 in Australia. Fuck that host guy into the ground. All he's doing, keeping people smoking. Maintain that status quo, bro. Maintain it. That was the most fear porn I have ever seen. That was like Satanic Panic and Reefer Madness just mashed into one fucking disgusting little ghoul. They got these poor kids. Don't tell me those kids didn't look like smokers before they started vaping. Those kids definitely fucking smoked cigarettes before they switched to vaping. We should be praising those kids for making a healthy choice in their life. Yeah, you still hear popcorn lung. You still hear popcorn lung, despite popcorn lung being debunked like 1,000 times over, 8 trillion times over. Well, there's chemicals in there that could lead to popcorn lung, When people finally discover that vaping is one of the most benign things you can possibly do and will literally save 1 billion lives, I hope everybody feels foolish. That's the most I can ask for, is that everybody feels foolish. I don't want an apology. I don't want any of that. I just want the regulations to change and for everybody who stood in the way of this to feel foolish. I want them to feel as foolish as the people that stood in the way of seat belts. There were anti-seatbelt groups in the 60s and 70s, man. Anti-seatbelts? They were like talking points. Well, if you get in an accident, it's harder for them to get you out of the car because the seatbelt's going to trap you in a burning car. And that's why we shouldn't have seatbelts, even if they do, keep people alive during a highway collision. I said my piece on Twitter, and I hope that radicalizes every vapor in Australia to do nothing but melt phone lines. I've heard that the Australia vape ban's headed not towards a great place. I've heard that there's some people standing against it. There's some, from what I understand, some border security people who are basically telling the federal government, this isn't going to work. There's no way to enforce it. This isn't feasible. It's not going to stop anything from coming across the border. So you can implement this if you want to, but it's going to do nothing. Stand against this, Australia. Stand against this. Hard. Clown world. Just waiting to see what these harms are from vaping. It's been Dr. Maria Glover on, she's from New Zealand. She's a harm reduction doctor from New Zealand. I love her, got a little bit of a crush on her. She has estimated that that vaping products have existed for 19 years now. We're at 19 years of use of vaping products by 82 million people worldwide. Not one death, not one attributable disease, not nothing. All that vaping has done is created the lowest smoking rates in the history of the world. Yep, I'll never see that pen again. Damn it, that was my favorite pen. Now I have to use the green one. Anyway, good Lord, I'm sorry that ran long, Matt Sinister. I'm sorry. We had to rage about that. And that's not rage bait. That's meant to radicalize people. Get up, and even if you're just going to make one phone call a day, make one phone call a day to your MP. Make one phone call a day to Mark Butler. Make one phone call a day and be active. That's the way that we initiate change. Have your story memorized. Hi, my name is Nick Green. I smoked cigarettes for 13 years. I bought a root beer flavored e-cig in 2009, and I have been smoke-free for 14 years. I've never felt better in my life. I breathe easier. I exercise more. I've taken up healthier habits. My body knows that I have quit smoking. That's what you tell them. My body knows that I have quit smoking. So, okay, that's enough rage news. Let's just check that off. I'll throw some links in the description if you want to re-rage and get re-mad. Then that's something you're absolutely able to do. Yeah, Tom in the chat, it always gets worse before it gets better. I still believe we're going to get these bastards in the end. I do too, Tom. I do too. And that's what kills me about this is it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Harm reduction measures like this always succeed. Literally always. Even World Health Organization believes in harm reduction for things like intravenous drug use, for things like HIV/AIDS. They believe in harm reduction for literally everything except for dirty, filthy, fuck you smokers. You can quit or die. That's where the World Health Organization lands. And unless the UK stands up to the World Health Organization this year at COP10, that's just going to be the way they keep going. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get you riled up. Or maybe I am. Go out there, show me on Twitter how upset you are. Just post something on Twitter and then I'll like it. Okay, I'm sorry for taking so long. I'm going to go check in on those super chats, you guys. You know, I actively try to make the news not like 99% of the vlog, but I just have a lot to say and I get real worked up and it's just something that really sticks in my craw, you know? Let's see. Barbara. That's right. It's Lon's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Lon. Sexy King Phil. Happy to see your face, bud. Appreciate that. What up? My bad. I haven't been in the live streams. Been taking time to figure myself out. I've had more lows than highs recently. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Much love to all. I hope you get to feeling better soon, Phil. You know, we all have peaks and valleys, and it's something I've said 1,000 times is like, we're all winging it. This is all our first time, you know? This is all our first time, so we're all kind of just figuring it out, man. I hope you have more highs than lows in your future, Phil. More highs than lows. Fishy, yes, thank you. Fishy with the best warning of all time. The watts are set to 199 watts. I kept that in mind before I hit this. Although, let's hit it at 199 watts. I'm just kidding. Oh, raspberry ripple all day long. Give it to me. Put it in my face. Lee, that's very gracious of you. He says, I've been watching for over 10 years now, and I thought I'd buy you a drink, Nick. Love the vlogs. They're always the highlight of a Thursday. Lee, will you do me a favor and email me some pictures of your dog right there? It looks like in your profile picture you have a little pupper with you. I love dogs, and I want to see your dog. I'm a dog guy. I want to see your dogs. But congratulations on 10 years. I'm absolutely going to take that money and take it to Bevmo and do some beer shopping. Appreciate you, Lee. And thank you for loving the vlog. It's just Jamie. Got my first squonker today. Jamie got a squonker. What squonker is it? What squonker is it? Is it an Empire? Did you buy an Empire? I'm just kidding. You don't have to buy an Empire. I'm biased. I'm heavily biased. Extraordinarily biased. But congratulations on your first squonker. Speaking of squonkers, here's something I didn't know existed, and maybe this is just anecdotal, but I've seen a lot more, Squonk Life. There is a subreddit that's literally dedicated to just squonkers, and it's called Squonk Life. And there's active people in there, and all they do is talk about squonkers. It's just a squonking subreddit. It's kind of amazing. I didn't know that this existed. I thought I was aware of all of the vaping related subreddits, but apparently there is a Squonk Life subreddit. It's squonk_life on Reddit. Check it out if you're heavy in the squonk game and you want to talk to other squonker people. they're more than happy. Fishy, yeah, it's funny. Kent comes in the room and you hydrate. That's right. In fact, whenever I hear Kent's name, I have to drink a little bit of water in his honor. I'll tell you what, man, Kent changed my life in Switzerland. He insisted on getting a hotel that had a sauna. This is when we were in Lucerne and we were sharing a room. But he insisted on getting a hotel that had a sauna. And I was like, sauna, that's fine. I've never been in a sauna. He's like, oh, bro, it's so great, sauna. Blah, blah, blah. And so one night after dinner, it was late at night, probably 10:30. We went up and sat in the sauna. You know, you take like a cold shower and then you get in the sauna and just sweat it out for like 10 to 15 minutes because that's all I could really take in there. And then you get out, you take a cold shower, you get back in the sauna. You do this 2 to 3 times. I felt great. I felt like I'd just done a workout or something. I felt like energized. It was unbelievable. I immediately texted Casey and I was like, we need to get a sauna somehow. We need to buy a sauna, build a sauna, have that hashtag sauna life, because I've never felt better going from an extraordinarily hot, dry sauna to cold water, back into a sauna, back into cold water. It did something in my brain and I really, really liked it. Thanks, Kent. I'll always think of you as my sauna buddy. Mallory Gates, that's very gracious of you. 44 years of smoking killed her husband. He already had smoking diseases before he started vaping. Chances are that's exactly what has happened, because all of the bad science around vaping, which you'll notice comes from a few places, Johns Hopkins Medical and Bath University out of the UK. UCSF, Johns Hopkins, Bath. You know what all these universities have in common? They get prolific funding from Mike Bloomberg philanthropies. I'm not saying that Mike Bloomberg is paying these universities to create bad science about vaping, but that's definitely what it looks like. Stanton Glantz did that study about, vaping and cardiac events. There's a relation there. Vaping causes cardiac events, except, oh wait, this study's getting retracted because you didn't specify when they had these cardiac events, and the majority of them happened before they started vaping, but the headline sure did say vaping causes cardiac events just like cigarettes do. And once that's out there in the ether, it takes a mountain of evidence to change someone's mind, and some people's minds are just never going to be changed, and that is the damage that bad science can do. Mike Bloomberg, you can go straight to hell. Slater, very gracious of you from NZ there. Appreciate it. You didn't say anything you didn't have to. There, you have a fist bump on me. Appreciate you, pimp. Well, now we're definitely running long. I wasn't expecting to run long, but we are, because I still have some mail to open. My mail's so much closer in this office. So much closer. It's interesting. You can see the last dude I saw on Twitter who was like, PMI, Philip Morris International, they're all about harm reduction now. They're all about a future beyond cigarettes. They want to stop selling cigarettes. They want to move completely to harm reduction products, and people for some reason aren't letting them. And that seems crazy to me. That's just bonkers. It's like, wait. You're supposed to hurt people. You're supposed to be bad. You can't pivot and do something good for the world. You're always going to be bad. And so he posts this article saying, oh, big tobacco's getting into harm reduction. I don't see anything we have to be worried about here. I'm like, you fucking donut. And immediately I was like, that's a Bloomberg talking point. That's 100% a Bloomberg talking point. Go to his Twitter profile. Oh, yeah, sure as shit. Johns Hopkins. What do you know? Saw that coming a mile away. This is a package from Kent that I can't open yet. Just can't. It's too top secret to even open on the vlog. It's a top secret RDA. I'll open that with my patrons later, maybe Monday. Maybe we'll do a little private build stream with the patrons. That's something. I also know for sure that there is I don't even see Patrick Conquest here. Is Patrick Conquest here tonight? I haven't seen him or his pants. Hope he's doing okay. He's been buying cheap CDs off of eBay and sending them to me, and I love it. I'm totally, completely here for it. This, I don't know what it is. Who did this come from? This came internationally from Russia. It's a patch. Who got me this patch? This is a sick patch, bro. Who got me this? That's sick as tits. Come on. How do you not want Skeletor holding the pink kitty cat? How do you not want this? I don't know where this came from or who this came from. Here, it just has my mailing address on here so I can show you. What country is this? That looks Russian to me. Customs declaration? Iron-on embroidery patch. Sent to my Sunset Boulevard mailbox. Don't know. Whoever sent this, hey, love you. Thank you. I have a battle vest. I'm starting a new battle vest. Start a battle t-shirt. Put Skeletor holding a cat on my t-shirt. Seriously, that's it. The rest, I think, is going to be music, but this is from Voopoo. We got a Voopoo. I will get you He-Man if it's the last thing I do. Steve, I'm never going to say no to that. I'm never going to say no to that. Literally, never. I used to love He-Man. In fact, fun He-Man fact. Loved He-Man. My first cell phone that I ever had, it was that one Nokia one. You know, that one Nokia phone that everybody had? The first, I downloaded the He-Man ringtone, and that was my first ringtone that I ever had in my own life. When I got my first cell phone, my first ringtone, He-Man theme. And it was in that, 8-bit, terrible sounding thing. Ah, okay. Okay, Voopoo. Voopoo got out the M100S. Let's look at this real quick. I'm sure we have time. Why is this terrible to open, Voopoo? Looks like a regulated tube, sort of shiny tube, as it were. How does this back come off? It doesn't? Is that a door? Ugh, I hate that. Hate that button. 21700. Sleeve for an 18650. It comes with a sub tank. The Vupu U-Force L tank. I think I've tried this tank before. The U-Force L. It's not a super pretty looking tank, but if it performs well, then I don't care. Top airflow. I'm going to see, I guess this uses PNP coil heads. PNP. Yeah. PNP 0.15s. 5.5 mil tank. Comes with a PNP 0.15 and a PNP 0.2. 5.5 mils. 18650 adapter. The M100S. There's one. And the other one is, wood grain. I'm not sure I'm going to open this one because they're kind of sealed on the bottom. So one of these might go, this one might go into a Boosh box. Might go into a Boosh box. All right, Vupu. Yeah, and I think the rest is literally just music. I think these are all Patrick Conquest pants. Fucking music he sent me. Holy shit. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Patrick Conquest. Holy shit. Holy shit. Patrick, you're not even here tonight, bro. But this, oh my God in heaven, literally, Strong Arm, the advent of a miracle. This is hands down one of the best, just straight up hardcore albums that has ever existed in the history of hardcore albums. Strong Arm was my favorite Christian hardcore band. My favorite Christian hardcore band. Look at that. He's even doing the Strong Arm. Look at that. He's got his guitar. He's doing the Strong Arm. You can see the chat. Only love can fill the void. Fuck yeah, Strong Arm. Holy shit, I haven't looked through this in ages. Ow. To the advent of a miracle. Amazing. I mean, this is an amazing band. This is an amazing album. If you're ever into like, I don't even know what to call this. Progressive hardcore. If you ever listen to Shai Hulud, you know what this is all about. Strong Arm. God, I loved this album. The song Advent of a Miracle is just punishingly good. Oh my good Lord, just punishingly good. All right, Patrick. That put a smile on my face. Thank you, buddy. But wait, there's more. Let's get some cheap CDs off eBay, you know. It's the thought that counts. It's the thought. Advent of a Miracle sounds like a Christmas album. Yeah. You know, it kind of does. It kind of does. Oh, yep. Built to Spill. There's Nothing Wrong with Love. Boosh. Built to Spill. Nothing Wrong with Love. I know this definitely came from Patrick Conquest. All right, well, I got CDs to listen to now. I'm all about physical media again, especially CDs. I had a collection of hundreds of CDs, and then as soon as iPods arrived, I was like, well, I don't need you anymore, and I just got rid of all of them, sold them all to local record shops, sold them all on the internet. Whoops. Built to Spill, There's Nothing Wrong with Love, Strong Arm, Advent of a Miracle. Holy shit, what else could be in here? What else could be in here? Let's open the big one. Goodwill. Yeah, Evergreen Goodwill. Let's see, that's the thing, is I like how cheap CDs are now. Dude, Poon Sauce. Dude, Poon Sauce. Shai Hulud, bro. Shai Hulud. Oh, Damn the man. Save the empire. I love that this has Sugar High on it. That's the only song I want on this album. There's not even Guar on it, but there is Sugar High. Gin Blossoms. This is peak 90s, man. This represents everything I am as a person is this movie and this CD. Better Than Ezra? Remember Better Than Ezra? Seriously. I love this. A, I love soundtracks. 2, I love this movie and I love this soundtrack. 3, I just love soundtracks. There's nothing more I love than soundtracks. It's like a little piece of the movie. Every song is vibey and reminds me of the movie. Toad the Wet Sprocket's on here. Are you kidding me? I love this. I love the hell out of this. What a great movie. That's also your homework. Watch Empire Records. Watch this movie. If you haven't seen Empire Records, watch it. And if you have watched it, watch it again. Watch it again. It will hit you right in your 90s feels. It's peak 90s. Peak 90s. What's with today? And there's so many quotes from this movie I use. My favorite one that I use constantly is, who knows where thoughts come from? They just appear. Who knows where thoughts come from? They just appear. Holy shit. Cleaning up on CDs from Patrick Conquest. Whoa. Okay, so there's another Built to Spill. Whoa, why do I remember this album cover? Did I ever listen to this? For some reason, this Built to Spill looks familiar to me. Keep It Like a Secret. Why does this look so familiar to me? Even bad soundtracks, I like. I don't know what it is. A good movie will make me like a bad song. This Built to Spill looks really familiar to me, but I'm quite sure I had never heard it. Of course, we got to look through the CD booklet, you know. Oh, look at that. It's a quad folder. All right, fuck yeah, Built to Spill. And a CD I've never owned. A CD I have never owned. This is peak 90s, man. Peak 90s. No doubt, Return of Saturn. Look how 90s that looks. Actually, I'm going to fact check myself. Is this a 90s? Yeah, 1999. Interscope Records. No doubt, The Return of Saturn. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. You have this CD, Josh? Or do you have Built to Spill? Matthew, I just discovered Built to Spill recently, like this year, solely because of Patrick Conquest's love affair with Built to Spill. I got a Built to Spill CD. I've listened to Built to Spill. And as soon as I posted a picture of Built to Spill, there was a bunch of people that slid in my DMs and were like, bruh, Built to Spill rules. And I go, all right. Like I've never dabbled. CD collection's growing. Let's see. No doubt, Return of Saturn, Built to Spill, Keep It Like a Secret, Empire Records, the soundtrack, Built to Spill, There's Nothing Wrong with Love, and Mother Trucking Strong Arms, Advent of a Miracle. I wish I could play Strong Arm on this stream. I wish we could just listen to a song together, because I would do all of the vocals. I would do all of the... We used to have a term, you know, at hardcore shows, the singer, the thing to do at hardcore shows is the singer, you know, when he's up on stage and he's got his microphone like this and he's like, I'm singing, I'm in a hardcore band. Mic into the crowd, that's the ultimate hardcore move. Mic into the crowd, like into a group of people, and everybody's screaming into the microphone. And sometimes, not often, but sometimes you could get away with the strong arm, which is when the vocalist puts the mic into the crowd, you, while screaming the lyrics, point at the singer, you know, kind of like this. It's called the strong arm. And it used to be a thing. My buddy Jim and I used to, whenever we went to hardcore shows or played hardcore shows, we would always try to strong arm the singer, where it's like he's screaming and you're pointing at him, you know, and then there's like a connection that happens. We called that the strong arm. So if you're at a hardcore show and the vocalist ever puts the mic in the crowd, you don't have to sing along, but you can just point at the singer, and that's like being involved in the process, you know? It's called the strong arm. And I kind of came from this picture. There's a picture on the inside of the singer. Oh yeah, see, he's getting the strong arm right there. This is kind of where it came from. Here, let me try to show you this. See this happening right here? Chris Carbonell on vocals. He's giving him the strong arm. That's the strong arm. That's happening right there. The strong arm. Look at this drummer. What's that drummer doing? It looks like he just has no idea what he's doing. Just nothing. He's lost. He's like, am I the drummer of Strong Arm? I honestly don't know. This is an unbelievable album. Unbelievable album. Unbelievable album. Strong Arm. Advent of a Miracle. Get into it. All right. That's mail, baby. That's mail, and it's 7:15. That's plenty of time to do a very random liquid tasting. If I can grab out 3 liquid bottles. This is going to be a truly random liquid tasting. So let's, hang on, I got to grab them, you know. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So you guys, so we're not like hyper loyal to DNA. We're not hyper loyal to the DNA boards. 80% said whatever's fine. I fall into the whatever's fine. If I have a choice, I might lean DNA, but honestly, whatever's fine. You know, I ran mechs for years. Nothing but mechs. Nothing but parallels. Nothing but mechs. Nothing but mechs. I have a stack of CDs here, Demented Designs. In fact, I'm going to add these to the pile of CDs right here. That's my CD collection. This right here. It's growing. The CD collection groweth. That's my stack. A little stack of CDs right there. CDs. Okay, let's get this poll going. End this poll. Start a new poll. Liquid tasting. First one. Okay, and then this one. Okay, here's what you're voting on. Here's what you're voting on. If you don't vote today, then you don't get to vote funky. The poll's in the chat. Mystic Elixir. This is the apple kiwi. I can't pronounce the name of it. Mystic Elixir. He was really pumped for me to get these. I'm looking forward to trying all of these for the record. Last week we vaped a Rituals, but it turned out to be the wrong one. So Dragon Passion is up again. This is a Vaping Bogan vouched for e-liquid. And then lastly, from Indonesia, we have this. Kitan Jinak. No idea. That is just a complete mystery to me. Please vote right now. Sorry that's so loud. If you don't vote today, then you don't get to vote. Funky. You just listened to Advent of a Miracle? Should we listen to it? Can we listen to it? Do you think YouTube would kick me off if we just listened to Advent of a Miracle? I think it's going to play through the speakers. Is it playing? No. There, I'm going to get dinged. I'm going to get dinged. I can't play Advent of a Miracle. But I'm going to put a link. I'm going to put a link in the description to the Strong Arm Advent of a Miracle song. In fact, it's one of the reasons I'm going to Furnace Fest this year is because last year at Furnace Fest there was a Strong Arm reunion, and I watched the videos of it and I thought, oh my God, I want to be there. I just want to be there. I want to see a Strong Arm reunion so badly, and I want to just be in the front and I want to shout all the lyrics at the singer and point at his face and just, you know, I want to meet those guys and be like, dude, I listened to you when I was 19 years old. I'm 46, bro. I used to listen to Strong Arm when I was 19. That's crazy balls. Crazy balls. All right, how's the voting going? Oh, Indonesia's taken over. Indonesia is taken over. I can't pronounce this. I don't know how to pronounce this. I just don't know. While you guys are voting, oh no, keep voting, keep voting. If you don't vote right now, then you don't get to know how it turns out. Saved it. It's a celebration. Don't vote. Funky. Toast the little camera. Vote, vote, vote. Vote, 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 vote. This one? Yeah, I think that's going to win. I think that's going to win. Rituals is pulling up close, but I don't know that there's enough people here to turn that tide of that voting. Oh, that's right. I can't say that. It's, you can't say that. What about the old, not the real Gerard Butler? Nicks and masturbation. Hudson, you got to see Prodigy? Prodigy? Listen, there was a brief time where I was getting into that kind of nonsense. I was listening to Prodigy and Aphex Twin. You know, I was into it. I loved it. I don't think there's a genre of music, with the exception of like most modern country music, that I haven't dabbled with. You know, I haven't dabbled with. On any given day, I'll listen to Cattle Decapitation and Lord Huron and Coldplay and Blackpink, and, you know, I'll go from like K-pop to death metal to black metal to stoner rock to doom metal, all in one day. I enjoy a lot of variety of music. Healthy dose of like pop punk, Blink 182, MXPX, all over there. I love punk punk. I love punk. I love pop punk. Eric Vinyl and Vapor reminded me how great the band Off is, and I've been spending the last few days listening to nothing but Off, and it's just good. It's great band, great music. But yeah, Furnace Fest. Hopefully there's going to be another Strong Arm reunion, because I want to go see it. Oh wow, I rarely get to see Ursula. She looks pretty good. She needs to be touched up. All my villains need to be touched up. Oh yeah, look at those. Look at those pink stripes right there. That's sick as tits. Okay, you guys. It's winning. Indonesia is winning. So I'm going to set these aside. They will wait for an audience of less discriminating tastes. I'm going to go ahead and end this poll Loads of Jon Stewart, Barbara. Loads of Jon Stewart in there. In fact, there's an album I want to do for getting to know GrimmGreen from Jon Stewart, Bombs Away Dream Babies, except it's not on Spotify. The good version of Gold isn't on Spotify. There's people out there turning music into gold. So good. So crazy good. If you haven't listened to the new Cattle Decapitation album, whoa, blew me away with how good that is. Blew me away. Cattle Decap is a band I've liked for a while, but some of their stuff I can kind of leave it or take it. You know, I like a lot of Cattle Decapitation, but I don't like all Cattle Decapitation. But the new Cattle Decapitation album, whoa, it's metal in a severely good way. Severely good way. Grim, have you ever heard of the Blue Ridge Rock Fest in Virginia? I have not. Blue Ridge Rock Fest. Let's Google this real fast. Let's see who's playing the Blue Ridge Rock Fest. September 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Lineup, 2023 lineup. I saw that Nu Metal Fest just happened in Vegas, and there was some kind of dope, like I'm not a nu metal fan, but there were some pretty dope bands. Let's see, Slipknot, Pantera, yeah, I'd love to see Pantera. Shinedown, I can leave or take Shinedown. Evanescence, I dig. Limp Bizkit, I would kill, man, to see Limp Bizkit. Five Finger Death Punch, I can kind of leave or take them. Stain, sure. Megadeth, yes. Danzig, yes. Performing Danzig 1 in its entirety. That's a show I need to see. Lamb of God, they're fine. I used to email Randy Blythe when he had questions about vaping. Papa Roach, no thanks. Rise Against, yes. Let's see. 3 Days Grace, that's okay. Cypress Hill, yeah. Pierce the Veil, no. Chevelle, no. I Prevail, no. Parkway Drive, no. The Used, I would see The Used. Motionless in White, no. Baby Metal, yeah. Fuck yeah, Baby Metal. Coheed and Cambria, yeah. Coheed and Cambria. Beartooth, let's see, Flyleaf, wow, original lineup reunion, there you go. Corey Taylor, Lorna Shore, Polyphia, Knocked Loose, yes. Black Label Society, yes. I saw Black Label Society one time in Reno, and they played for like 3.5 hours. I couldn't believe it. I was like, are they fucking done yet? Machine Head, I would definitely watch. Death Clock, of course. Sleep Token, of course. Spirit Box, of course. Villy Vallo, of him, sure. Job for a Cowboy, Biohazard, yes. Testament, for sure. Cavalier Conspiracy, of course. Suicidal Tendencies, yes. Ginger, okay, this is a good lineup. Scott Stapp. Scott Stapp is like a legend in the Patreon, a legend. Oh, Scott Stapp. Let's go to take back. Overkill? Okay. Anybody going to the Blue Ridge Rock Fest, go see Overkill. One of my favorite bands from high school. Atreyu, sure. Oh, this is an insane lineup. CKY? CKY's playing still? That's cool. Let's see. Any other bands? I don't think I'd be into a lot of these bands. I Set My Friends on Fire. That's just a great band name. I've never heard of them before. Okay, that's right. We need to be tasting a random liquid. Gosh. Coheed and Cambria? Yeah, fuck yeah. Dude, Machine Head? Okay. The first Machine Head album, Burn My Eyes, was like a religion for me. Like, it was so good. It was crazy good. The rest of Machine Head stuff, you know, not my favorite jams. But that's fine. You know, I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm more of a more for you. I'm that way with a lot of artists just because I'm picky, you know. I would go see Scott Stapp. I would go see a lot of these bands. Like, I would definitely go see Korn, but I'm not a Korn fan. I'm just not a fan. They never hit with me. Overkill, Suicidal Tendencies, Testament, fuck yeah, all those bands slap. Overkill's still good. Like, the newer Overkill stuff is good. All right, what are we working with here? I don't even know the nicotine level of this. I don't know anything about this. 369 milligram, don't know. So it's gonna go in the Kumo, and if I like it enough, it's gonna go in the actual bottle, like in the actual tank. All right, let's get to tasting. This has been too long of a vlog. 7:30. That's 3 hours, you guys. We've been going 3 full hours. But like, Overkill Horoscope? Is there a better thrash album like from the early 90s than Overkill Horoscope? Because if there is, I don't care. I don't want to know about it. Okay. That tastes like all sorts of odd things. I'm going to need to do... let me go in blind, and then I'm going to try to find this. Okay. These people have it. Okay, so I'm not going to look at the description. It tastes like... I hate to say typical Indonesian liquid, but it has a very typically Indonesian flavor to it. There's like... some oatiness, some mung beanness, a lot of sweetness. It's definitely like a bakery flavor. Oh, that's too high for you. Indonesia, man, they have some really good, unique, interesting e-liquids. Okay. This is my setup. This is my jam right now. It's the mix. Thank you to Pancakes for the 2700 conversion kit. We got this running in 2700 mode with the Kumo RDTA on top. I just love this setup. It's just a little banger that I just can't get enough of. So let's try it. You guys voted for it. What does the box say? Is anybody from Indonesia? Can anybody tell me what this tastes like? No? All right, here we go. Cheers. Hot sweetness. Hot sweetness. All right, here's the thing. I'm going to give you guys some music, 7th Floor Tango. I'm going to mute my microphone. I'm just going to sit with this for a hot minute and try to figure out what it is I'm actually tasting. I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, here's what I'm going to say it tastes like. It tastes like a graham cracker, buttery graham cracker crust, like a cheesecake without the cheesecake, like just the crust of the cheesecake. It feels like there's something, easy now, it feels like there's something savory in it that I can't quite place, not like beef or chicken or something like that savory, but like there's like an herbally component to it, and it tastes like graham crackers, like buttery graham cracker crust, like a cheesecake with no cheese, like imagine a pie crust that you bought from Keebler, you know, at the local Food Lion, and you bought it, and it's a graham cracker crust, and then instead of making a pie, you made some Rice Krispie treats, and then put that in the pie crust, and then you cut yourself a slice of that thin, you know, not a lot, just a thin layer of Rice Krispie treats. It's like Rice Krispie treats in a graham cracker crust. I think that's what I'm finally getting from this. No, hang on. Let me see what this is. Oh, you don't have a flavor profile? Okay, let's keep looking. That place had it in stock. There's multiples of these? What? This is a brand and there's like 1,000 different ones? Oh, okay, no, it's all the same. Oh, okay, it's all the same. It's just different. Okay. It's just, this is an aggregator. So it's like I can go to this website in Indonesia and look at it. Let's see. Go away. Oh, I have to log in to look at the products? That's so fucking dumb. Yeah, translate it, please, into English. Okay. I can't find an English description of what this is supposed to taste like. It looks like there's, like, rice involved. Is there rice involved in this liquid? I can't find a flavor description for this. Did anybody else find a flavor description for this? Yes, I'm over 18. There's no flavor descriptions. Freebase. Kitan Yanak. And I have no idea. A dumbbell? What, Queen Honey Bunny? What? Okay, let's check this website. Do you have a flavor description? Nowhere has a flavor description. I'm going to go with Rice Krispies and graham cracker. There's no flavor descriptions anywhere for this. I cannot find one. I cannot find one. Maybe I can find it on the Vape Zoo? Nope. Lunar Sweet series, Zoo series, Voodoo series, Frosty series, Forky. Nope, it's not in here. Tokyo Sweet Banana is, though. Super Lunar Sweet Mango is, though. Oh, man. That's crazy. Can't find it. What's that, Ern? Hang on. Well, here's the thing. We're at the end of the vlog anyway, so while we discuss this liquid, let's get to those super chats. Except, wait, what?
F the FDA.
Okay, that's right. Sorry. I always forget that that's a thing that exists. We can say F the FDA. Managed to get the last Aspire mix in New Zealand and a Kumo to go with it. I'm hooked on rebuildables now. Thanks for the inspiration to get me into RTAs. Slater. Thank you. And hell yeah. The mix, dude, you're in for a treat. This is a good ass combo. Really good ass combo. It's a little bit of a left-handed combo note, though, because of the airflow of the Kumo kind of ends up on the front here. Hang on, I need to get down to Ern's super chat. The liquid is black sticky rice with coconut milk. Black sticky rice with coconut milk. I'll be really honest. I am not into this liquid. And I'm usually into Indonesia liquids. They're usually weird. Like I have many in here. Besides cranking through Super Lunar Sweet Mango, besides cranking through the Lackley Banana Puffs, besides another Super Lunar Sweet Mango, besides cranking through some 6 milligram oat drips. I like Indonesia liquids, but this one, not hitting. Not hitting with me literally at all. I'm not into this. I can't say that I'm into the black sticky rice with coconut milk. It's probably an acquired taste. It's probably, people in Indonesia probably vape this and love it, love it, which rightfully so. It's their liquid. It's probably like a flavor that they grew up with, or it has some sort of sentimental value. It's not for me. I think it's not for me. Oh, GrimmGreen vlog exclusive. Twisted Messes says, hoping for a month now for the release of his brand new RDA. That's right, Twisted Messes. The legendary Twisted Messes. I mean, he's an icon in the industry. The legendary Twisted Messes is releasing a new RDA in 2023. So fuck vape bans. That's an exclusive. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Ern, is the actual food is probably delicious. The actual black rice with coconut milk is probably amazing. Probably amazing. This, it's just not hitting with me. Just not hitting with me. SVK Vape says, just put together the Ether Boro in a 1 millimeter airflow and mouth to lung. Loving life. Much love, Nick, and the chat. Love this group. I love that. I love the Ether 1 millimeter airflow. I have the Steam Shell, or the Steam Shell? Cloud Shell? What the hell is this thing called? Yeah, Steam Shell. Steam Shell, also 1 millimeter airflow, mouth to lung. Loving it. Now you need SVK Vapes. You need a Oleg drip tip for the top. That really pulls the mouth to lung together. Really does. Fishy says, oh, you have a CD player? You will now have more CDs incoming at some point. Fishy, look, I welcome them. I welcome them with open arms. I would be honored to get some CDs from Fishy. A single CD from Fishy. You want to get me Megadeth, Rust in Peace? That would be fine. That's I love that album. I would even accept the new Metallica album on CD, even though it has one good song on it. All right, Matthew, that's very gracious of you. He says you should go to Sonic Temple in Columbus in July. 3 days, all hard rock. All right, well, we got to check this lineup. Oh, we're going to check this lineup too. Let's see. All rock music. Tool. Okay, that's it. I'm out. No Tool for me. No Tool. No Tool. No Godsmack. Let's see. I'm going to say the bands I would go see. Pennywise. 100% on Thursday I would go see Pennywise. I would go see Bones UK. I would go see Pennywise. I would go see Suicidal Tendencies. Those would be the 3 bands on Thursday I would go see. On Friday, definitely would go see Queens of the Stone Age. No questions asked. Go see Queens of the Stone Age. Definitely would go see Converge. And I would probably passively watch Born of Osiris. I'm not super into them, but I would like to see them live. That's Friday. Saturday, Kiss and Rob Zombie. Done. I've never got to see Kiss. I've never got to see Rob Zombie. So I would go see both Kiss and Rob Zombie. That's all for Saturday. Pussifer, maybe. Definitely not Trivium. Nothing against Trivium. I think they're terrible and I hate them. Yeah. Sunday, Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters, I would go see. Deftones, I would go see, but I'm not super into the Deftones. Just never got into them. Jawbreaker, for sure. The Pretty Reckless, for sure. Holy Wars, for sure. Saturday would be the day to go. Saturday and Sunday, those are the days to go. Friday, go to this fest. All the days have good bands. All the days have good bands. All the days have good bands. Listen, I don't need any of you high and mighty people telling me I need to listen to Tool. I don't need to listen to Tool. I'm sure I'll listen to Tool at some point. Maynard, he gained some points from me recently for some antics that he got into, and I went, oh, okay, Maynard's pretty cool. Maynard's pretty dope. I like Maynard. It's going to take a lot to get me into Tool. A lot to get me into Tool. Like, they would have to come to my house and play in my backyard, and then maybe not even then. Maybe not even then. This is at the Historic Crew Stadium. Sonic Temple Festival. Not sure where it's happening. Historic Crew Stadium. Oh, there's camping? Hell yeah, there's camping. Check it out. Check it out. Go to that fest. Should be fun. That's right, Sonic Temple. New Wave Dave says, write this down. Band. Brain Slug song. Thrash Granddad. Thank me later. Brain Slug song. All right. Let me get to Spotify. Sometimes on my Wednesdays Patreon streams. Wait, what was the name of this band? Brain Slug? Brain Slug? Okay. Brain Slug and Thrash Granddad. All right. I've got it queued up on Spotify. It's next in line. Okay. The Great Seamus says, check out Sludged, melodic death metal band themed around slugs. I Hate Salt and Salt Thrower are busting. Okay, I already like those two band names. I already like those two song names. I Hate Salt and Salt Thrower. Here's a funny thing about both of those. I really like I Hate God. I got to see them in Reno and they were incredible. They sounded perfect. Feedback and everything. And I just got into Bolt Thrower like last year. How weird is that I just got into Bolt Thrower like last year? They've been around for ages. Just got into them last year. Queen Honey Bunny, that's very gracious of you. Is that inspiring me to work out? Should I be working out? Is that what you're telling me? I need to work out, Queen Honey Bunny? Huh? I don't think you know who you're dealing with here. Earn, that's right. Black sticky rice coconut milk. I appreciate your reconnaissance mission there, Earn. And then we got another hearts from Queen Honey Bunny. Oh, thank you for those hearts. Oh my God, Queen Honey Bunny, don't make me blush. Thank you. And then we got one final super chat from Sewer Rug. Super late, but loving the vlog as always, Home Slice. Let's all roll into the weekend vaping and feeling great about it. Boosh 9000, hashtag yo-yo tendencies, hashtag hell yeah Sewer Rug. Hell yeah. Let's get into this weekend and just be awesome. Here's the thing. This weekend, I'm playing Zelda. I'm playing Zelda on my own. I'm just going to play it. I need to get more than like 3 hours into it. I was playing Zelda in the 5-minute hold screen. Any chance I can, I'll pick up my Switch. I'll just play Zelda. And then it's like an hour has passed and I go, holy shit, I need to vlog tonight. You better get some news and advocacy together, brother. Okay. Well, I've had an 11% beer and we're at the end of the vlog. So let me take a quick look around the room. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. I think I got it all. I think we did it all, you guys. It happened. It happened. You guys are going to wait till next week. You can get put away now. I'm going to grab my Odin V2 with a sick green screen, my legal RDA from Indonesia, and some Amatorium. This is my favorite vape of the stream. I just love the crap out of it. Get it together, butter. Get it together. Get it together, get it together, butter. Get it together. Okay, yeah. Going from that liquid, going from black rice coconut milk to Amatorium is like going from eating cardboard to eating just sugar cubes. Like, it's so sweet and raspberry and ice creamy and holy crap. It's delightful beyond words. So yeah, listen, this has been a really fun ass vlog, you guys. Thank you. Thank you for making this a great vlog. Thank you for coming out Thursday after Thursday. Len Loy, you made it just at the very end. Justin, you made it just at the very end. I appreciate you guys more than you will ever realize. I love being part of this community. I love doing what we do. I love hanging out with you guys every Thursday. I like organizing the vlog and putting all the bells and whistles on and thinking about the news and thinking about what we're going to vape and retro vape and liquid tastings. And like, I love it. I'm here for it. And I honestly can't thank you enough. Can't thank you enough for the support over the years. Dude, it's been 14 years of being on YouTube and 10 years of the vlog. And that's kind of bananas. That's kind of bananas. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for making this a fun stream. Thank you for making this a fun chat. Thank you, Twisted Messes, for coming out. You're a good friend. You're a true friend. And thank you to everybody on the replay crew, hashtag UK replay crew. I'm going to go hang out with my patrons now. I'm going to go get on the Discord, and we're just going to hang out and goof off and consume shed time. And I'm assuming just get all updated and talk about ridiculous shit like we always do. You know, it's good times, and I'd like to see you there sometime. That's right, Phil. Don't forget to cheese your jelly, powder your night furniture, drink your night milk, do all the ridiculous things. Don't forget to stay hydrated, and don't forget to be excellent to each other. Okay, life is shit, you know, it just sucks a lot of the time. Life is hard enough. The world feels heavy enough that we don't need to be picking at each other. You know, we don't need to be doing that. So peace and reason to all of you. Be excellent to each other. Keep fighting the good fight. Let's go hang out in the Discord. I don't have an outro anymore, and the new official outro is the soothing tones of Homeboy OC. Good night.
I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky any time of year. Dun 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 dun. I believe I can fly.